Miami. An Odyssey Sports Station. The home of Joe Rose with Hollywood, Tobin and Leroy, and Hot Crowder and Solana. South Florida sports lives here.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Miami, in a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito. And whenever you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Behind Sandy Alcantara's 7 innings, 5 strikeouts, and no earned runs, the Marlins won their second in a row, 1-0 over the Phillies. They go for the sweep today at 12:10 with Ryan Gusto starting. When asked about the health of O-lineman Austin Jackson, Dolphins head coach Jeff Hafley says he's back. He is back. The team hosted 8 free agents yesterday, including former Bengals running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Full team practice starts today. This weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Hurricane season is here. Make sure your roof and windows are ready. Call 954-968-8155 for free estimates. Temperatures around 90 degrees with scattered showers throughout the day. I am Dan Day, and it's time now for the Joe Rose Show here on 104.3 FM WQAM.
And we say happy, I can't believe it. It's finally here. First day, full squad, Miami Dolphins on the field, and we're going to have Jeff Hafley, the new head coach, will join us at 7:40 this morning. And Omar Kelly's in the house with us today. I guess you probably know where Dave High might be today. Or a matter of fact, he's in the Keys right now. All day, heard it yesterday. First day of lobsters.
Oh.
So he's down. He's got some spots. And he's lobster season.
You get 2.
What do you get?
You get 2, Joe.
Oh, I get 2. I asked for 2 of the 6 that he's gonna.
So how many can you get? How many?
You can get 6
per day.
6 per day.
Per boat or person?
Person.
Woo!
I love them too, man.
Yeah.
You know, I went from never had a Florida lobster living in Northern California, but and I like the Maine lobster. I'm not down in getting that Maine lobster up in the Baltimore area and Boston.
I don't think you could turn your nose up at any lobster.
But the Florida lobster has sure moved up the ladder through the years.
A lobster's a lobster.
Yeah, man, they're good.
But I do like the claws, so I'm gonna go with Maine lobster number 1.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah.
As we say good morning. So anyway, good luck out there, Dave. Stay safe. Be careful. I'm scared to hell of sharks around, so make sure when you get out in that water, be careful, man. All those shark shows are back on right now.
I remember, Dave is a scuba diver. I want to be. I actually, that's one of my goals in life to start scuba diving. Before I turn, I guess I got to move it up to.
Omar,
55.
I never saw that, man. I never saw that.
I'm an adventurous guy, Joe. I got it. If I go on a vacation somewhere, I got to do something adventurous.
You do?
Absolutely, no question. I've jumped out of a plane like 3 times.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what it is?
Wow. When I thought
you knew
you're just a Miami kid, man, was I wrong about you?
No. Here's what I think it is. I think a rush of being in sports now for close to 30 years, the adrenaline that comes with that, it drives my life. Like, I gotta have the adrenaline. I gotta have it. Like, it's part of me, who I am. So.
Yeah, no. Listen, I always said this when you leave football and playing in front of crowds and sellouts, and it's really loud, and you know all the things that happen. It's a rush, and you look for it in the rest of your life.
The rest of your life, exactly.
You try to find it.
Then, and also, I think the biggest adjustment that former players have to make is not having that locker room environment.
Oh, no question. Very hard. I think it's hard for police officers when they're no longer on the police force. Firefighters.
Okay.
I think all the bonding clubs out there that where you depend on guys next to you and you work together, and all the guy talk and all the stuff. Because it's funny, man. We laugh about stupid stuff that happened to guys in the middle of the night on the road, or
you're talking about your dating environment and what's going on in your life, and you're ribbing each other, because we have that in the media core as well, and then we go spend an hour in the locker room, and it depends on who you are and what your relationship is. You get kind of that locker room. I remember when I left to do I Am Athlete, and while I Am Athlete created that locker room environment for podcasters, for the fans to watch, and we did a daily radio show on Sirius, that was the biggest issue that they had as well. And that's why the show had so much success, because they took that locker room environment and put it on a podcast, which now you see about 50 podcasts.
Yeah, well, I got to tell you, off that one and what Pivot's done.
Yeah, no question about it.
With the whole thing. And like you said, now everybody's sitting back doing locker room talk and jumping in everybody's life. And guys are getting mad. You went too far this time.
Yeah,
and
that's exactly what it is. It's replicating locker room environment.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, listen, we've got a lot of stuff. Hey, I want to start with this. Marlins get another win last night after losing 12 straight. Beat the Phillies for a second straight night, 1-0. Sandy Alcantara, 7 innings pitch, gives up just 4 hits. He's 11-6. Kyle Stowers had a solo home run. That's all they would need. And Fairbanks, who has been up and down, strikes out a couple of guys to close it out last night. So they take the first 2. They got a 12-10 start, going for a sweep of the Phillies. And after the game, I love this. The Phillies come out. Bryce Harper comes out and says, we need some help here before the trade deadline. And I was thinking while watching it, because they have one of the highest payrolls in baseball. And I was saying, hey, Bryce, maybe your ass could play better. Maybe you could hit better than 250 for what you're always whining about everything. And by the way, he's chewed up. And he almost hit another home run last night. Marcy makes a great catch on the center field fence. But anyway, I always love that. Like they go to him and he's like, and you're like, how much more do you want to get at 57 and 51? All right. Anyway, we got all that going on. We've got a lot of good news yesterday. You guys got, we do have first day. And I think everybody, after all these stories you have to do over these last couple of months and who's hot and who's not and who you're watching and who you're going to be and who needs to step up and stay healthy.
You know what my favorite off-season series is? The 10 highest paid guys, and then the 10 best value guys. And you know why?
Because got a lot of minimum wage guys.
There's 39 guys on 1-year contracts.
Got a lot of guys making like that. Veteran players making like what is it, 1.2 or 3?
Yeah, 1.28.
And then the contracts on the 21 players that you drafted the last 2 years, those are kind of structured in with
wonderful deals. 4 years at basically
the signing bonus is the best part of those contracts, and then you're on the cheap in base.
You're on the cheap for basically 4 years after.
And if that doesn't motivate you, those 21 guys to get that second contract,
and they can't renegotiate until after the 3rd year.
Right. So, you can't do it no matter. You could outplay that contract in 2 years, and they're going no. So anyway, we've got plenty of stuff to get here. We got a lot of NFL news too. And I was thinking about you, man. It's National Chicken Wings Day. I got to bring that. And I think the fact that it's full squad first day, because I think chicken wings go better with football than any other sport. Nobody's going to a basketball
game.
Wait
a minute. There's no sport that chicken wings don't go well with.
I know, but it seems like we can get football like crowd and tailgating.
Yeah, football parties in general.
You're going to have
chicken wings.
And there's a zillion different ways, to do it. I no longer can do the hot sauce, but I do dip everything in blue cheese. And I like curly fries.
Hold on, wait a minute. Why is hot sauce much worse than blue cheese?
I just can't do it because of heartburn.
Oh, okay. It's old man.
Mine just age.
Old manism.
I don't know if you've talked to your dad and if he's told you as he's gotten older.
We're Jamaican. We deal with spice all the time. So yeah.
All right, Omar, I'm sorry, man.
You get used to spice from like the age of 2.
I don't know what happened. One day,
it
was like 5 things hit me all at once. There's combinations on Friday night that I have learned, and sometimes, like I know tequila doesn't like coffee. Can't have those back to back.
Okay.
I did that on vacation. I thought I was about ready to go to the hospital, see if they just get some medicine to get through it.
Okay, so heart racing too much on that one.
Yeah, that's not
okay.
The tomato sauce now. That old canned tomato sauce.
You talking about like Prego and Ragu?
Can't do any of it.
So you have to have homemade tomato sauce?
I don't.
You don't do spaghetti?
I love spaghetti, but
you don't eat it?
No, it's got to be a lemon sauce or it's
butter, garlic,
butter, garlic, olive. Yeah, there it is, man. Hey, That's what you have to look forward to potentially down the road. That's all I'm saying.
Ouch.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, not great. But I just thought National Chicken Wing Day and the start of football, and you're out there and, sweating and watching everything. It's a great day. It's a great day for the combination of the two of them. Hey, so as we get ready to go, you got some good news. Austin Jackson, 100%. I was a little surprised. I didn't know.
I don't know if I'm ready to say 100%. I got to see it, because I when he's in there for 11 on 11s, I will believe it.
Okay.
And honestly, I don't support him being in there for 11 on 11s. Not this week. Not right now. Maybe in a week or two. We know what's going to happen with Austin Jackson. Somebody's going to step on his foot, somebody's going to roll up on his ankle.
That's going to happen.
I know it is, but
you just hope you get your foot up in time, or it's just a bruise.
With his luck, come on now. That's one player that you cannot afford to lose. I
think he's going to be a motivated dude in the last year of his contract.
Absolutely.
Still young, thinking I can get myself one more contract, and they're fired up. Now, you might be right. They might not play him as much in this camp. And the other guy, why we're doing the all stay healthy, please.
Devon Achane, don't touch him.
Juju Brents is another guy.
Okay, so you skip right over Devon, huh?
Well, I'm not worried about Devon. If Devon's,
I don't want to even play him in the exhibition season.
I don't think he's going to do a lot.
Yeah,
he's going to get some practice time in, and he's a fast guy, and so. Hey, listen, I expect, we're not worried about Devon Achane.
Absolutely
we
not.
want him healthy. Maybe more than any other guy on the team, I'm not worried about Devon Achane. I would agree with that. Let's now start getting ready with the second and third running back. Let's figure out.
I disagree with you on Juju Brents, and here's the reason why.
Why? He's been on IR 2 of the last whatever years, 3 or 4 years.
He's never stayed healthy, right? His entire career. We also have not seen him produce on a consistent basis. And if you're going to get injured, let's do it in training camp. But I need to see you. You need to work. This isn't like a player.
No. He needs to work. But I was just glad to see that, he's back. And but I am worried about, there are guys you go, man, Juju Brents could be really good.
He can be really good.
Stay healthy.
And he's also on a 1-year contract.
Really
and
same deal.
Juju could be making an $8 million a year contract if he actually has a good season.
Yeah, and that little bit, that was a great teaser. There were a couple guys that did great teasers that are back, and Dulcich and Juju Brents were nice teasers.
Give me a third, because you said a couple.
Well, those were the
I'm
two
like
guys mostly.
I'm trying to think
that I have. Hey, listen.
You know what, Dante Trader? I put him in that category. I thought she played more.
I don't think they're worried. I hate to give guys jobs without being out there. I think they've seen Dante Trader.
You act like they got choices and options.
No, he's in a good situation now, but he's not going to let anybody jump out and take that.
He's got to stay healthy
because jobs. The question is going to be who's playing next to him.
Correct, but you do realize he got injured in training camp and didn't play all training camp last year.
He did.
So he can be in this injury pack.
I just felt last year, when in doubt, outside of that defensive line, I just felt when they brought all those veterans in, those guys are all going to play. All those veterans they got last year.
But they shouldn't have played. They shouldn't have played. Ife Melifonwu, what was he doing? What was he adding?
I think those guys had in their mind about experience and scared to death to put guys in center field of your defense that had no experience, scared them to death.
I think they were.
Mental mistake. And not that he would make a lot or any, but scared to death.
He did. It cost you one game.
I don't know if that was all his fault.
It wasn't all his fault, but who was responsible at the end?
Well, everybody sees him. The guy cuts back on him and runs down. And
Minka took responsibility for that. But
But the fact that he stayed around and worked hard, he went up to Boca and spent a lot of time with Minka Fitzpatrick, just says a lot about, and he saw this opportunity. I
love guys who see opportunity and seize it.
Well, every guy in this team should see it. I've never seen anything like this. We got Jeff Hafley coming up here in 7:40 this morning. And one of the things, I've been here since 1980. I've never seen a better opportunity for almost all 90 guys to have a chance to make a team and to add on to that, not necessarily start, but get a chance to play. And I don't mean just on special team. No. I've never seen so many guys that, hey, man, I don't care if you're a rookie free agent.
Yeah.
They saw you a little bit. They know it. And now you come back and you're playing different level to the point because they're not going anywhere with this team. Let's play the best guys right now.
Joe, there's a guy named Lewis Moore. He's a rookie, undrafted rookie safety from Indiana. I think he's got just as much of a chance to start as anybody else.
I would say that he's at the top of the rookie free agent list, one of them.
Yeah.
That's going to have a chance to he got out there and got his feet wet, and you make a few plays and to go back, and the coaches are going, hey, man, this guy, we now we call him the eighth. He would have been the 8th round pick. You only have 7. They used to do that and go, but we're getting ready to draft that guy.
What round were you in?
7.
Oh, okay. All right.
Back when it was 12.
Oh, okay. I know you. So you're trying to say you like the middle of the pack guy.
I was David Woodley and I were the back-to-back picks, as we like to say.
But there any guy, Mason Rager, you want a job? You want to start a job? You can have it. It's yours. Any of these rookie linebackers? Tyrell is not going to be easy to dislodge, but what about that Sam linebacker spot? Anybody, you want a job, you could take it. It's yours.
Well, I would like to thank those guys when they realized what they were stepping into during OTAs and mini camps. I hope they all said, I'm staying around here. I'm going to be a gym rat. I'm going to take a little vacation because I got 6 weeks.
Man,
but I'm going to get back here and I'm going to do some work because this is an opportunity of a lifetime because this ain't going on at every camp around the NFL right now. These kind of opportunities. No longer rookie getting the back of the line. Now it's like, hey,
if you want that job, you could get it.
And I know Coach Hafley's already, you were there yesterday, talking about competition, man. He's big on that word competition. Although, I would say there's 2 parts of this. And we got to go to break here, but the 2 parts are this. I could probably name starters, but the starter thing is a little misleading because when you really say starter, you're talking about who's going to start it, who's going to play to start the game. They're called starters. You look in your sheet, who's starting today, and those guys are starting. There are going to be a lot of guys playing, though. There are going to be a lot of guys rotating on this team in and out. I believe that. A lot of different packages on offense and defense. I think they're going to rotate wide receivers as the young guys get more comfortable.
Different tight ends have to have different roles.
Different guys will do different things. I do believe it'll be a lot of 2 tight end. And the third part is the corners. As much as I think the 3 guys that I saw when I was out there, can we talk about the 3 guys? Marshall and
I don't know if you could name 5 starters in the secondary. I can't. I can't name you 5 guys in the secondary and say those are going to be your starters. I can't. If they got 7 weeks till the regular season.
Yeah.
Can you name 5 guys that you're absolutely certain in 7 weeks they're going to be starting against the Las Vegas Raiders?
I named 5 guys on the team or in the secondary. Not 5, no.
I don't know if I can name 2.
Well, you got a pretty good idea with your first-round pick, Johnson.
Oh, okay, yeah, him. Okay, him and Dante Trader. That's about it. If they both stay healthy.
Juju Brents.
I don't know. Can he stay healthy? 7
Marshall.
weeks?
Now he's outside.
I didn't see it last camp. Well, I'm waiting to see it this camp.
Well, it's so funny. They talked about him. He's a local guy from here.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about they didn't see it last year, and our guys loved him inside. So I don't know what the hell to believe.
That was horrible.
That was just talk when they're telling us he's an inside. All of a sudden, he showed up one day. He's inside, and they're going, "Man, this is a position." I'm like,
"No,
huh?
Yeah, exactly. No, it was not." And like 2 guys replaced him, and they actually started playing better in the secondary as a nickel.
Well, listen, man, I'd like to see him come around. He got a lot of playing time.
No, absolutely.
And see, but there's going to be a chance. Bonner's going to have a chance, and he's another guy that's got to stay healthy.
Ton of talent.
Pulling hamstrings.
He would have started last year if he didn't get injured in the Detroit Lions exhibition game.
He pulled a friggin' hamstring, breaking on a square-in route, if I'm not mistaken.
He was consistent and reliable in training camp. People sleep on Ethan Bonner because he's, of the Caucasian persuasion.
Well, we don't get a lot of guys back there that can run like that.
I know he can, but
it is fun. It is funny to listen to all the guys go, "Hey, man, I know you talk about when he got here. The 3 or 4 of us, but we got to add another guy to the party that might surprise you.
Yeah, he's got size and he can run.
Yeah.
Ethan's probably one of the better top 10 athletes on the team.
He is a great kid. Had a chance to sit with him at a wedding for a while, and he's kind of a quiet guy. And when I'm drinking, I'm not quiet. Well, I'm not quiet. Period.
Oh, it's the alcohol that makes you talk, huh, Joe? Okay.
I think my wife said, "Can you leave him alone, please?" Hey, I want to tell you about Baptist Health South Florida for just a second, man. When you talk about great sports medicine programs, people ask me all the time, where do the pros go when they get injured, man? I go, well, let's start with Inter Miami, the Heat, the Florida Panthers, and the Miami Dolphins. They go to one of the top sports medicine programs in the country, what Baptist Health South Florida's put together. Listen, you go out and you put this all-star team of specialists together for every part of the body, knee, shoulder, foot and ankle, hand, back, hip and knee replacement, Achilles. We got doctors for everything, and I mean all-star lineup, the best in the business. They've recruited here. Then on top of that, you throw in great facilities, great team doctors, and you've got yourself one hell of a team to get you healthy, and that's what it's all about. So when it comes to all of us getting injured because you're too competitive and too active and just can't, what's going to happen sooner or later. We all get injured, and then Baptist Health South Florida says, come see us, man, with facilities like Doctors Hospital in Coral Gables, Hard Rock Stadium next to the training facility, and 595 in Pine Island in Plantation. All you have to do is visit baptisthealth.net/ortho.
560 WQAM conducts
Dania Beach has it all. Enjoy new exciting promotions, the hottest slots, great shows, multiple dining options, live poker, and simulcast. Plus, new members can win up to $5,000 in free play. Join the fun at the casino at Dania Beach.
We've got plenty of ways for you to listen to your favorite shows and favorite teams on WQAM.
How is that, if I may ask?
We're at FM 104.3, or you can listen to WQAM on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps. Check it out now.
All right, welcome back, and a good morning to everybody out there. Omar Kelly's with us this morning. All day, Dan Day. I got to tell you, man, nothing but love for Dan Day. This man works here 7 days a week.
60 hours a week.
He does, and we appreciate it, man. I tell him every day I appreciate him being in here with us. Woody's on vacation, getting all those vacations, spend a little time with that wife of his, and we're rolling on here this morning.
Did you know this is the first time he had a passport? Like, he worked with you all these years, and you didn't encourage him to get a passport and go see the world?
Well, first of all he does is bust my chops that he thinks like I did take my wife to France last year, and he oh my God. I said, well, first of all, bro, I'm at that age where I should be doing it.
Absolutely.
Your ass is still a young guy. But now he is finally taking advantage over in Italy. Yeah. Not that he wants his business out there, but
I'm waiting, impatiently waiting to hear the stories of food, and because he just travels for food. So, but
man,
once you leave
America, he holds her hand, he walks, and he's seeing stuff.
You want romance?
I don't see him like that.
Yeah,
no,
I don't know.
That was
but maybe when the kids aren't around, there's some romance there.
Hey, he got those two boys of his with the aunt. God bless you. I told her, if you need help, call me. And she goes, why would I call? I go, because I'll have my wife come over and help him out. We'll get him some help. Hey, we got a bunch of other news coming out here. I heard this overnight, and then I heard the soundbite this morning, Omar. I don't know if you heard it. Kirk Cousins they just came out and said, hey, Kirk Cousins is a starter for training camp.
Yep.
Which means he can be starting against the Miami Dolphins.
Yep.
I
love that, by the way.
I listened to a lot of stuff about Fernando Mendoza from a lot of people not very educated about him and and everything. First of all, he has not been one of those 5-star quarterbacks handed everything through his career.
Love that about you. Love
not that exact opposite. And they're worried about his confidence if they throw him out there. You don't have to. He is mentally as tough as any guy. Whatever you see, I'm just telling you. And Kirk Cousins, to me, I'm not saying he shouldn't have a chance, but you just can't say Kirk Cousins get all the snaps and we're going to work in Mendoza and the rest of them. He has a first overall pick.
Yeah, but how do you?
What are you gonna get with Kirk Cousins? So what's Mendoza if he starts week 5 or 6 gonna get?
Let me answer you. What are you gonna get with Kirk Cousins? You're gonna get consistent quarterback play. You're gonna get a guy who's
been all that. Did he look like he was consistent against the Dolphins last year in that game against Atlanta?
That was one of his worst games, but you know who Kirk Cousins is. He's stable. He is like the average. He is the definition of average quarterback. You look it up. I mean, think about it. He's been one of the highest paid quarterbacks in NFL history.
He's bet on himself and hit the jackpot a couple times. Yes,
correct.
He's made a lot of money.
So props to him for that. Now, who's running that organization from the football side? It's Tom Brady. How would Tom Brady, and he said this on many of his podcasts, many of his appearances, how would Tom Brady ideally want to cook a quarterback? In my opinion, and you
think Tom Brady's old school from the old school of
absolutely
like he had to wait.
Yes,
that do this.
You learn the most waiting and watching. Look at the best quarterbacks in the game right now. Most of them did not just get thrown out there. The only guy I could think who
Mahomes had to wait a year. Yes,
Mahomes had to wait a year. In Buffalo, Josh Allen, he did not wait, but Herbert had to wait some.
But Josh had a rough first year. He was throwing it everywhere.
Yeah,
you weren't safe in the 4th row of a game. I remember he was throwing it.
Yes.
He had the big arm, and I saw day one he had the big arm.
And people never don't give Ken Dorsey enough credit for helping him clean up his game. Ken Dorsey deserves a lot of the credit for that.
Come around to where he is now. I don't know, man, but you're the first overall pick, and if
see, there you are with this draft and the first
overall pick.
Okay, that doesn't mean you got to be thrown to the wolves. Let them learn at a respectable pace. They might put them on the tour program by mid-season.
Maybe.
Job is yours.
Yeah. Well, I got to tell
unless
you,
we're winning.
if a guy's a first overall pick and doesn't play at all in year one, and your team, I don't know how good you think they're going to be in that division. I think they're going to clearly finish dead last. Clearly, with the Chargers and where they are, Kansas City Chiefs, whatever you think of them, and Denver Broncos, I think are the best team in that division. So you tell me how that looks. Now maybe that's to your point. Like, oh, yeah, we don't want them to have to face that Denver blitz and what they have, like 90 sacks last year, that record amount of sacks Denver put together last year. Anyway, besides all that, I also wanted to mention Wes Welker ends up being a tight end coach with the Commanders because Ben Steele got a DWI right before he took a stupid pill instead of getting a Uber ride, and he's done. That's it. What a I don't know. I guess he'd probably get another job here. Everybody forgives and forgets.
Look who's the head coach of the intermediate head coach of the San Francisco 49ers right now.
10 years, man. You realize that was 10 years ago?
No, I did not realize it was
Coach
10
Forster
years ago.
was 10. It was 2016 when the cocaine and hooker stuff.
Hey, man, it's white powdery substance.
Snorting for you.
We don't know what it was. It was white powdery substance.
The movie says cocaine and hookers, my friend. That just stuck with me. You go around all the other dirt bags like me going cocaine and hookers, my friend. Hey, so anyway, and then last night I got to mention this because you came in and asked me, and I did see it. I saw the TMZ got the Tony Romo police footage of him getting pulled over, which you knew was going to happen, and TMZ was going to get the mug shot as well at the police station with that big smile and listen to Romo and kind of work it a little bit and everything. And he went with the standard. God bless him. 2 beers. What'd you have? I could smell alcohol. 2 beers. That's the go-to line. 2 beers.
Listen.
Not 9, not 10, not 11.
Hey.
2 beers.
Listen. Number 1, deny. Number 2.
Oh, by the way, he didn't take the breathalyzer.
No.
And by the way, openly said.
I was going to get to number 2. You saw that he was like, can I call my lawyer? Can I call my lawyer? She had to immediately get him right in the car and put him in handcuffs because a lawyer is going to tell you, do not, and for anybody listening, do not ever take a breathalyzer if you've had a drink of alcohol.
He was stalling. And you're right. I still remember more than one security guy for the Dolphins through the years said, hey, man, if you ever get pulled over, do not
take a breathalyzer.
Don't take the breathalyzer.
I was married to a police officer. Do not take a breathalyzer.
So, you know, another crazy one, one night, I was out drinking beers at Bo Camper's. I'll never forget.
Which one? In Plantation?
Plantation.
Ah, that's the trouble spot. Huh?
Yeah, and I was out there, and so the police guy is also a friend was in there, and he said, "Hey, just curious, how many beers you had?" I said, "I've only had 3 or 4. I'm good." And he said, "Listen, man, just so you know, everybody's body's different. I didn't know this, and this just a few years ago."
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "No, I'm fine. I'm gonna drive home to Davie. I'm good." And he goes, "No," he goes, "I'm just telling you." You're gonna flunk the test if you get pulled over. He said, you realize in some cases, and there's police officers listening, that you can have 1 beer. Everybody's body's different. Like 1 beer can give you a buzz enough that it's going to show up, and you're going to get your life's going to change. Obviously,
absolutely.
I would lose all my jobs.
I'd be in a lot of trouble. I don't know if I lose all my jobs, but yes.
Well, they can't take your personal stuff you're doing, but this place would dump you in a heartbeat. And
that's true. I mean, hold on, wait a minute. I remember a host was around here was living a little bit wild and still on air back in the day.
Oh yeah. Well, that was different before. Things have changed. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
That was before it was all corporate. Yeah.
But the point was, I was shocked to find that out. So I don't know what he had.
Listen,
but it's a bad look for Tony Romo.
No. The videos make him look better. to me because he does not seem inebriated.
Nobody, no.
And if you cover sports or you are a former professional athlete or you just know anybody who is a police officer, they tell you, do not blow. Do not.
No.
blow.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Everybody, I agree. Everybody knows.
Just let them take you to jail. It's easier to fight it if you don't blow. You blow, you're putting evidence against yourself.
So, but you're the lead guy on CBS. Well, I mean, whatever you think, I'm just telling you. And I get. I think he's going to be fine.
He was going to go see his grandparents, Joe. He was going to go see his grandparents.
They couldn't hear each other. It was hilarious.
No.
Where are you going to see? And he goes, I'm going to see. Where were you coming from? And then he goes, golf. I was playing golf, and I shot 35 over in 4 days. You'd be drinking if you played as crappy as I did. 12 over on that final day for a guy that's a scratch golfer. I don't know if it was a tough golf course or
he had too much to drink.
Or I don't know what. Maybe he was just out with the boys. Hey, we got to go to break here. We've got a lot more stuff here on National Chicken Wings Day. And more importantly, first day, Miami Dolphins as a full squad will be out on the field. And the Marlins get a second win in a row. Sandy Alcantara lights out 7 innings pitch of shutout ball. They win 1-0. Kyle Stowers home run. We'll have more for you coming up here in just a moment. Omar Kelly in the house with us. If you're looking for a truck that's built for Florida work and Florida fun, we got a truck for you. Absolutely perfect truck for you. It's your South Florida Chevy dealers right now. Hey, I'm going to start with the Chevy Colorado. Yep, got everything you want. I call it just a good, solid South Florida truck, man. The Colorado custom to the ZR2. And then, hey, going right over to the Chevy Silverado family. And, hey, they're our cleanup hitter. They're our big boys. And we got a truck perfect for you. It's almost like they've custom made a Chevy Silverado for your lifestyle. From the custom Trail Boss to the Silverado EV with 10 models and 4 powerful engine choices, Silverado delivers an impressive balance of strength, dependability, and efficiency. We got some guys up early this morning in their truck going out, and I know how it works. You work every day till that job is done before you even take off on the weekends. So if you're looking to step up in a big boy, the Chevy Silverado HD, you can choose from the powerful LTZ with a premium style and substance to match, or go to the biggest with that Chevy Silverado HD High Country. What I'm saying is we got a truck perfect for work, for fun, for the family. We got it all for you. Chevy's got a Florida truck waiting for you to take a test drive. Sit down and get a great deal at your South Florida Chevy dealers today. Hyde, who has been a trooper, getting up early, getting used to these early hours in the morning, and treated himself. I didn't realize this lobster thing is big for him, man. Loves to go down and get his 6 lobsters and with his buddies down there. So go get him in the Keys, Dave. Go get him, bud, and enjoy your day. Meanwhile, as we get set to open camp this morning for the Miami Dolphins, full squad together and get rolling with a little bit of news yesterday. I guess the Austin Jackson was one of the top stories to say that he's healthy right now.
Sure.
And, I don't really. What do you mean? If the coach says he's healthy, he's healthy.
Coach says
right
he's
now.
good to go.
Yeah.
I'm
not saying you go out and like he's gonna
put some money on Austin Jackson in 7 weeks is healthy.
Hey man, the way things have been going around here for camp. In case you got a short memory, in case you do, for all the guys we've had that came in camp weren't ready to go, and we'll go okay. And some guys never played.
Yeah, that's true.
So the fact that he's healthy to start camp and in the last 6 weeks off with I believe it's a toe that's been giving him problems.
Yeah, he rushed himself back with a foot injury. Yes, it was toe. No, foot injury, broken foot. Came back. Think he injured the toe in the season opener after rushing himself back. And then finished the season playing with it, and I think gave himself a toe issue.
I had to tell you that the worst news of this whole thing is just really disappointing. I mean, you can't come back till you're healthy as Storm Duck, not ready to go to start camp. And again, but
he'll be all right. He'll be all right. Storm Duck, get yourself healthy. The knee injury. I hate when guys rush themselves back from knee issues.
I'm not saying he needs to rush back, but there needs to be a little bit of priority here early. This work your way back. I know, but work your way back doesn't work.
How many times in your career
we rush back?
Exactly. And did you feel like it benefited you or hurt you?
I wanted to be back, and most guys will tell you they want to be back.
But you want to be back because of your pressure of your job.
Correct.
Because of your pressure of
want to be there
status,
for the guys. Yes, all that. Losing your job.
But did it benefit you physically to rush yourself back?
No, but I had a feel when you're getting left out, and even the way you get treated while you're hurt and you're over on the bike and the guys are having meetings about getting ready for game plans and what we're going to do. You don't feel like you're part of that stationary bike doesn't cut it.
Do you know for 26 years the amount of guys who have told me I rushed back and I didn't feel like myself until my second year? That doesn't even fit on one hand.
Well, I got to tell you, first of all, from year 1 to year 2 is your biggest improvement. First year, you get your feet wet, you get your confidence, you can play, you start to fit in, you start playing, and in my case, start playing a lot in the second half of the season or after like 4 or 5 games. And then you come back that next year and you're like, no, now I see what works and what doesn't work. And the guys feel differently about you. You're no longer, hey, you're on the team. Now you feel like you're part of it.
Yeah.
So I always say year 2 mentally and all the stuff around it is a big year. That's why I expect so much from this draft class 2 years ago. I really do. The 8 guys, I'm looking for a jump from 3, 4, 5 of those guys to really make a difference on this football team. He's got 21 draft picks in these last 2 drafts, plus rookie free agents that you brought up. One that looked really good during camp and probably going to be. You wouldn't be surprised if I said 3 rookie free agents made the team. You wouldn't be surprised.
I expect 3 rookie free agents to make the team. Which 3? I don't know, but why else?
Bring in guys and get going on that whole thing. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting one going forward with all the things that we have here with this football team, and starts with Malik Willis and getting to see him out there and. Now you're going to be going. Things are going to be a little bit different. I can't wait. What are we looking next week? Next week is got a preseason game. Not this weekend. Next weekend or the weekend after?
The weekend after.
Okay.
I think it's.
Well, that time is flying.
Mm-hmm.
And then winter things. I see Sunday's the first day it's open for fans. Does that sound right? This Sunday. I think I read somebody's article. I hate to do that. Poor Ann's going, Joe. Don't.
No, I'll look it up. I wrote it. I think Sunday. They're very. I shouldn't say this. There are more limited practices available to fans than what I have experienced in the past. Now, I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that fans are videoing everything every damn day and putting it on the internet.
They video stuff while you guys aren't allowed to.
Yeah.
I think the other problem is they grab these free tickets and they don't show up.
That I always tell people, just show up. The ticket takers are gonna let you in, because it's not like they're gonna have empty seats and they no you can't come in because you don't have a ticket.
I used to get people go, hey, I was gonna take my kid and go down and watch practice for something to do, and I go and they go, but
I don't have tickets. They're not available.
And I didn't know what to say. I used to go, oh, well, I don't know. There's not that many seats. And then I get out there a lot of people grab seats and don't go.
Do you remember in Davie?
Stop doing that.
Just go. I don't understand what.
I don't think anybody gets turned away.
What is the ticket for? What's the reason for the ticket?
I think they want
first come, first serve.
Yes, but
what's the reason for the ticket other than you want these people's information so you could sell them some tickets? Okay, you got it now.
Oh, I didn't even take it for that. I just think they want to have an idea of how many.
No,
because they used to go, hey, we're sold out of tickets. Let everybody know.
I've been here. I've covered this team for 19 years, and the only year that I've ever seen it sold out or packed house was
Tyreek Hill's first year.
No, not even then. In Davie, it was Tony Sperano and Parcells' first year. They had to take down the stuff at the gates because
the fences around where people are standing at the fence. You're right.
That's it. And I remember Jimmy Johnson years. So
you're just saying I know Ann told me this and I forgot. I know she told me. I got to write stuff down. I'm sure she said, just come on out.
I'll be the one that causes the trouble. Just show up. I used to be a ticket taker at the stadium. You think those people care?
No.
Look, they're there.
Hey man, I think those players just like to see that thing stuffed with while you're out there and you're going through a practice. I think you get a little buzz when you see people out there and they're diehard and they're screaming and yelling. It's great.
They're cheering and you make a good play. And my advice to folks: one, even if you don't have a ticket, go, because they're not going to turn unless it's the day where it's only season ticket holders, and even then, they're really not going to turn you away. And then two, wear white because it's hot. Even though they've got shade and
you should have another message after what you went through a couple of years ago.
Oh, why you got why you gotta put my business out there like that? I had food poisoning, Joe. I ate some bad sushi the day before. It was a rough day for me. All right,
I gotta tell you, man. Look down and go, who's that? And they go, Omar's in big trouble. We don't think he had enough. He didn't drink enough water.
Yeah, you gotta hydrate. You gotta hydrate out there. No question. You gotta hydrate out there. But that was food poisoning. That was a bad day for me.
Oh man, that's like somebody who I was supposed to have somebody come on and they go, "Oh, we had Mexican food last night, and I got food poisoning." Yeah. I don't remember who it was. Was it Joe Shad or somebody was coming on, and then some, and I go, yeah, it was what you were drinking at that Mexican restaurant. It wasn't that damn food. It was that alcohol you drank.
Tequila you was
a little too much of that stuff you were drinking that bad tequila instead of that good stuff.
Nah, if it ain't Don Julio, I ain't drinking it. I know Don Julio isn't the greatest brand. However, it's the one that doesn't.
I like Don Julio.
Yeah, they say it's got all kind of preservatives and stuff in it. I'm like, okay, I'll take the fake tequila.
Just sipping on it. I've gotten rid of hangovers by drinking that stuff. So I'm gonna, yeah. I mean, there's some other tequilas I like, but the Julio family's fine.
The Julio,
there's no problem with the Julio family. Hey, so anyway, I was gonna ask you about one other guy here. Marco Wilson, American Heritage Plantation.
Okay.
I sat with his family up in Gainesville, ironically, years and years ago. How's he fit in this thing?
I don't know.
We know anything yet?
Nope. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't name you who's going to be a cornerback.
Yeah.
Who are they covering? You know what I'm saying? Who are they covering? We probably won't know anything about cornerbacks till we get to the exhibition season.
Yeah.
I can't tell you if anybody could play. I really can't. It's impossible at this point. And when pads come on, we'll see. That's the thing. People don't realize there's a difference between this OTA foolishness and when pads come on. When pads come on, all the little speedsters and shifty guys, they slow down, Joe. And
so I felt differently, a little bit differently in the one-on-one stuff, because I believe all off season when you're going against your guys and the stuff, you're going hard. You're going hard. I'm not saying you can't get a little more physical when you have your pads on. Yes. But
I disagree with you.
But guys are going 100 miles an hour trying to beat each other and cover each other.
Not.
Yes, nobody wants to get smoked.
No,
nobody wants to look bad.
They're guys who
You're the one that writes out guys got smoked. You're one of the guiltiest. Like when a guy gets beat by, he got smoked.
But they're guys that have agreements in practice when you're practicing against each other.
You might during the season have some of those on days where nobody's feeling sore, but not on this group. There's not going to be any agreements on it. No, I'm calling you out. There's not going to be any agreements.
But you will admit there's agreements, right?
When you're on a veteran team and Clayton and Duper say, hey, we're in week 10.
Yeah.
Don't be trying to make me look bad out here.
They're training camp agreements too.
But not with this group.
Not with this group. Nah.
Okay, well, that's what we're talking
Ain't
about.
Nobody established nothing.
You tried to cover up by going
I'm just saying, you say there are agreements made, but not with this group. No.
That's got to be more of a veteran team. All right, we got to go to break here. We've got 7 o'clock hour coming up. Hey, by the way, Jeff Hafley, the new head coach of the Miami Dolphins, going to join us. He got to be pumped up to get all his guys out there in pads and start to see what it looks like after OTAs and mini camps and a little bit of time off here, and now back with calling the shots here, man. It's going to be fun to see what it looks like starting today. Choice Mortgage. Boy, I'll tell you what, Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage. You need cash to pay off taxes, liens, judgments, IRS, high interest rates, second mortgages, credit card debt. Call Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage. This man can get it. He's about great service and always has been. That's why he's been so successful for more than 30 years. 561-441-2730. Own a commercial or residential property with equity, call Michael today. Let him help you out. He's been helping Floridians, like I said, for more than 30 years. Looking to buy a home today, he'll get you pre-approved with very little money down. Now's the time to lock in before interest rates go even higher, and it could be happening. He works 24/7, always working, even on the weekends. 561-441-2730. Nobody does it better than Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage. MLS 166254. Rates and terms subject to change. Daily without notice. He's an equal housing lender.
WQAM broadcast. is home of the 5-time national champion Miami Hurricanes, the back-to-back Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers, the 3-time NBA champion Miami Heat, Miami Hurricanes basketball, and now the new home of the 2-time World Series winner Miami Marlins.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Miami, at a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito. And whenever you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Behind Sandy Alcantara's 7 innings, 5 strikeouts, and no earned runs, the Marlins won their second in a row, 1-0 over the Phillies. They go for the sweep today at 12:10 with Ryan Gusto starting. When asked about the health of O-lineman Austin Jackson, Dolphins head coach Jeff Hafley says he is back. He is back. Team host 8 free agents yesterday, including former Bengals running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Practice starts with the full squad today over there in Miami Gardens. Miami Hurricanes are revealed as heavy favorites to win the ACC in football this upcoming season. Head coach Mario Cristobal says the team is ignoring the predictions and prepares for week 1 against Stanford on September 4th at 9:30 p.m. This weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Hurricane season is here. Make sure your roof and windows are ready. Call 954-968-8155 for a free estimate. Temperatures around 90 today, and you're going to get some rain around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I am Dan Day. Now back to the Joe Rose Show here on 104.3 FM WQAM.
And welcome back here for the 7 o'clock hour as Omar Kelly and All Day Dan Day, who's been with us now for the last week and a half. Appreciate that. And Omar in here before heading out to first day, open camp.
9 practices.
Full squad.
9 practices are available, open to fans. The first one is Sunday, August the 2nd. The start time is 9:30. I will tell you, fans, show up 30 minutes before the start time. Do not show up at the start time. Show up 30 minutes before the start time to park, to get in, to walk around, to get your free stuff, and get a good seat.
Yeah, I do know this, that there's a lot of parking out there in the field. Yeah, no, I'm being serious. Hey. A lot of parking, but you're right, man. Get there early and get to see. I'm still not sure about all the new numbers, man. I got to work.
I don't know any of these.
All the new numbers.
Yeah, it takes me like 2 weeks. It takes me like 2 weeks. But this is what I love, and I always say this all the time. I'm not trying to learn any undrafted player's name. I don't need to. If you start making plays, I'm going to remember your number.
Yeah.
I remember your number. I'm going to learn your name.
Yeah.
It's consistent.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you line up. If you're over as a pass rusher beating tackles, It doesn't matter. People go, holy smokes. So,
yep.
Okay. And by the way, the coaches see the same thing and they go, okay, the other guy played against, let's get him against some different guys tomorrow.
And thank you.
And see if let's see if this is for real, because boy, he's got a little something to him.
And that's what I want to ask Jeff Hafley about, because when I watched OTAs, and yes, it was OTAs, and yes, we were only allowed out a certain amount of time, the depth chart was consistent from start to finish.
Yeah.
There was nobody moving.
You're asking,
anywhere.
You're wondering, it's a good question. If guys can move up.
Yeah.
Can I if a guy that's playing with the twos, and when I say line up with twos with your second group going in, and he's tearing it up, does in his book, does that guy move up, or you're going, I'm not going to read that much?
One of my favorite camps was when Nick Needham surfaced. Nick Needham that year, I think it was a 2019 season with Brian Flores. That year, they had no really established cornerbacks except for Xavier Howard. And if you practiced well, the previous day, you got elevated to the starting unit. The guy who got the best grade for that day went to the starting unit.
You're saying Brian Flores was I didn't realize that.
So that's when we started noticing Nick Needham. Here we are showing up to practice, and then this undrafted rookies in the starting lineup, and we're like, huh?
Yeah, Nick had a nice little run too till the injury. You're right, he did.
And that's how we discovered Nick Needham. He did make the team initially. He made the practice squad, but then he quickly got elevated, and then he started to produce some wins.
Hey, man, Kohu's another one that didn't get drafted. Hell, he might have been the best guy in the whole friggin' draft class that year, just about the way he came in and played. And then
that was part of it because the draft class was kind of weak.
Right, but he got injured. And
kind of weak.
Honestly,
was that the year they drafted that Cam Smith?
I'm not sure, but I will say this: you never want, if you're a GM, you never want to say, look back and go,
I don't care.
A rookie free agent is our best player after all that money we just spent on draft picks.
I
don't care if it's
you
5
care.
or 12. I do care.
You care. I don't care.
Hey, man, you and I are going to disagree on this for life, but number ones, there's a reason. The number one, the first round of the draft, your ass sits and watches it the whole time.
33% of the first round picks hit. 33%.
What's that mean, hit? I didn't say every guy's got to be a superstar.
Good starter. I didn't say superstar. I said good starter for an NFL.
I have never
NFL
seen
team.
the 33%.
Oh, yeah.
I believe it's 33% here in this organization through the years.
No, you're not hitting on. If you're hitting on a draft pick, no matter the first round, 33%.
Hey, Omar, you can go on about this franchise quarterback or this franchise, the first round stuff, all you want and downplaying it, but ones and twos
should be good. Should
right.
Chop Robinson good? You don't know.
I hope, but again,
the pass rusher.
I want to get more out of him than what we have as a number one pick. Yeah,
the pass rusher, Farrell, whatever his name is, former first round pick, top 10 selection.
Yeah, it was the fourth pick taken by the Raiders.
Exactly, 8 years in the league. Was he good?
No, he struggled. No, he had.
Okay.
No, we've had some. I can name some defensive ends we drafted in the first round out of Missouri and Oregon that didn't work out.
Charles Harris, Deion Jordan. Yeah, I mean. A lot of things factor in whether a guy has success or not. Injuries, drugs.
No, drugs shouldn't be part of it.
Well, they were.
Injury, yes.
Whether you're soft.
Injury, yes. But at some point,
you
can't tell me a fifth-round pick is as important as a first-round pick. You just can't.
It's not as important, but I can tell you a fifth-round pick might be better than the first-round pick. Jordan Phillips might be the best player in that draft class they had last year. He might. Dante Trader probably is the best player in that draft class.
Okay, I get. Well, you gotta hold on before you do that, because I know you're not a big fan of our first round pick a year ago. You just haven't been.
He's all right.
Okay,
he's all right.
Well, let's see. But overall, if we're sitting there having drafts and you're going, hey, all I care about is the fourth and the fifth round picks.
No, that's not what I said. I said
the way the draft's set up, man. You got you get to pick 12th in the whole draft. All these kids coming out, they're all yours, man. Which one do you want?
If you're a good evaluating team, this guy, what's his name? He's on this roster, second round pick from the Baltimore Ravens, which I think is David Ojabo. Okay, second round pick for Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah,
from Michigan.
Yep,
proven established player. He was a bust.
He has not worked out.
He's here, and he's going to get another opportunity.
He's getting another chance.
But
we got a lot of those guys right now.
Yeah, you do.
We've got guys that have had a little bit of success in other programs, enough where our team has said, let's take a chance.
Yeah.
He's 26. He's 27 years old. Let's give him a second chance. He wants to keep. He's going to be hungry. He's going to get himself in great shape.
Second round pick.
Yeah.
Tutu Atwell, second round pick.
Yeah.
No guarantee.
I thought Tutu was a third round pick.
Maybe. But he's a high pick.
Northwestern High School.
He's a second day pick.
By your high school.
No, they didn't buy my high school. That's my high school rivals. And we will be a powerhouse this year, Carroll City.
Oh, listen to you. Now you're jumping on the high school stuff.
We buying players now, Joe. We got a little money now.
No, Carroll City went out and got they have a good team.
We got a stack team. We buying quarterbacks. We buying cornerbacks.
We got a 5-star wide receiver.
We got a hell of a running back. Yeah,
look at you. I'm going to see
you
you out there Friday night with your girlfriend and bringing the family out there to watch Carroll City High School now.
Don't put no girlfriend on me now, Joe. Slow down.
Are you telling me no way right now?
I'm dating someone, yes.
But you're taking it slow?
Yes. I'm taking it slow. I've got a 90-day probationary period. It's, just like employment. You gotta, you gotta pass the probationary period to get your full benefits.
That dating thing, when you have, I was dating and had 2 kids from a first marriage. That's the tough one.
Yeah,
it's tough because
it is.
Oh, let's do this weekend. You go, nah, I got.
You also got to make sure the parenting, especially if when you're dating another parenting, that's the hard thing now, getting the parenting weekends to match. And then
I'm going to pass on that topic due to that didn't go so well at times. I don't want to get into that whole thing. And by the way, I'm not blaming the other person in case my kids are up listening this morning.
Yeah.
Probably had a lot to do with me. Actually,
it all had to do with you, Joe.
It's me.
Yeah, it's you.
I look in the mirror. It says it's Joe Rose. That's who it is. It's
hey,
not.
You know what, Joe? Be good to the grandparents. Overcompensate. That's my advice to you right now. Overcompensate.
Do more for the grandkids.
Yeah, I see my parents now, and I'm like, why couldn't you be a parent like this to me? Like, I would have loved this parent.
That's it. You know what? That's one of the best things. That's a lot better take than that first round stuff that you've been hitting. That stuff you've been hitting me with. I like that. That's
overcompensate.
Good. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Make up for it. Come back.
Yeah.
Make a little comeback with the grandkids. I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, listen. Besides all that stuff, we've been talking a lot. Jeff Hafley, by the way, new head coach of Miami Dolphins, going to join us in the 7 o'clock hour. At 7:40, he's going to join us and talk a little bit about his team and some things he's looking. I'm curious what the message was last week to the rookies, and because they're actually, I would love to be the draft class coming in with my head coach and GM. We're all in it for the first time together. I would love it because I know the benefit of the doubt. The tie goes to the runner in baseball, and benefit of the doubt goes to my draft class. I think it's a great opportunity for these 13 guys. And hell, as far as that goes, everybody considering this situation that they're in. If you could have one guy back from last year, one guy back that you had to let go, forget the money, just one guy.
Healthy too?
No, well, you can't.
I can't have Tyreek?
No, can't have Tyreek.
Damn, why you can't let me have
Tyreek? He
Tyreek?
came out and said his leg's bad. Which, by the way,
he'll be fine.
Can you tell some of the national writers, and you better be careful on that.
You know, Tyreek just likes attention. So Tyreek's running.
No, I saw that.
Tyreek's
everybody's
training.
seen the video. We know the girl does a video.
Yeah. Nagine's phenomenal at her job.
Can't believe she's still with him. God bless you for still being there.
Come on, she's loyal. She think about how long she was with that other guy.
No. She yes. By the way, she ought to write a book.
No, she shouldn't.
With those two guys, with Brandon and Tyreek,
listen.
she should write a book. I've known that guy since she's a little girl.
I know.
And I give her a hug, and she goes, "Why am I getting this special hug from you?"
Because you know how the abuse she's taking. Listen, once you speak diva receiver, once you can speak diva receiver and you get them, it's easier. But we got choices in life, man. I'm done with diva receivers. I'm done. I can't do it no more, Joe. I don't have it in me.
You didn't have a great experience with.
Nah. You
didn't happen to see his video that he put out with his kid jogging next to him on the road.
I did. He's a horrible father. I know this.
Come on.
I know this for a fact. That dude owes me like $200,000. So I don't care what. I don't care what I say.
Is it that much?
Yeah, it's that much. It's he bankrupt, so it's all good.
Don't hold back now. Don't hold back now. You're on a roll.
Yeah, man. Judgments, judge order judgments. I'm good.
All right. We got to go to break here. Boy, I'll tell you what. You are. He screamed at that kid, and I thought of you. I swear to God.
Oh, he's abusive.
I was back, and it was like 2 a.m.
Uh-huh.
He's got, how old's that little boy? 7, 8, 9, 10,
No.
12?
He's a teenager now.
Okay, 13. He's jogging, and Brandon is giving him the business in the car. Like, let's pick it up. We ain't soft.
Yeah, I believe in hard coaching.
Yeah,
but actually, just be a good parent too.
Yeah. Well, maybe he is.
No.
All right, I want to talk to you about Super Sure for just a second here and change the subject here. Hey, when you sign your insurance policy, for some brokers, that's the finish line. Handshake, commission, and done. Then you may not hear from again until it's time for that renewal. Hey, where you been? Your business runs all year, and so do the gaps and the risks. That's why I'm introducing Super Sure. If your company has more than 25 employees, whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just buy a policy online. SuperSure is a super agency built for you, licensed in every state for your business insurance and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. At supersure.com, you access tools like fine print facts, which translates your current policy into plain English so you see what's covered and what's not. Plus a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth so you know what actually needs protecting. Go to supersure.com. One super agency, one powerful platform. All your policies in one place. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com. Paid for by Supersure, an insurance agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
WQAM.
And we are back. Good morning to everybody out there. As Omar Kelly, as you can tell, loves to stir it up. Nobody's safe around this place today, man. Finn's open camp this morning.
I'm just a truth teller, Joe.
You are. Yeah, you are. And by the way, it's closed to the public today. First day for fans is this Sunday. Now that we've got that, I'm sure she told me that. I'm sorry, Ann.
First couple of days.
I don't write stuff down. Terrible habit, not writing stuff down and try to remember it. And then a day later, I got to call somebody and go, "Hey, what was it? What was it? What did we say again?" Anyway, so Jeff Hafley's going to join us coming up. We'll talk to him here. We got him for a few minutes. Talk a little bit about his first day with the team.
Dolphins have open practice on Sunday. Then they have the August 3rd open, August 4th open. Both of those practices are at 9:30. Then on August 6th, practice is open at 9:30. August 7th, practice is open at 9:30. And then they have it's probably going to be a scrimmage-like situation.
With the Giants?
No. That's here at Hard Rock on August 8th, Saturday. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. They're going to have a scrimmage situation at 10:15 at Hard Rock Stadium.
Oh, good.
Jeff Hafley says he's a tackler. He likes tackling. They're going to live tackle in practice, in training camp. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And
that's the exact opposite of last year.
Stop it. It's old school football, but it hasn't been around probably since Tony Sperano. I think I saw tackling one time in a scrimmage I think McDaniel did it.
I don't even know what you can and can't do with the agreement between the players and the owners.
Yeah.
They're very limited.
You can go live, I think, once a week.
I will tell you though, you watch that and then you go watch the University of Miami,
and
Mario gets after it.
They go live.
They don't tackle, but they go those line O and D line. The way they played in those playoffs last year, that starts.
You have to have somebody set the tone.
Yeah,
that you have to have a tone setter. And I'm very curious to see who's going to be the tone setter of these practices.
Yeah, I got a pretty good feel that when you said that, I was thinking of the D line, and I was thinking of those inside linebackers.
But can inside linebackers can't set the tone without pads? Number one. So we could do whatever we want to do. And are you going to set the tone with Devon Achane?
As long as you have shoulder pads on, it's going to be thumping hard.
But
first of all, nobody should be going low. With basically everybody wears shorts every day now. You wear those pads. Look, everybody's showing total knees. Well, we had to wear knee pads, and you had to have your knees covered and the little longer pants, and now you see guys out there, college football too. My God, guys their pants are literally 6-7 inches above the knee. And nobody covers up knees. Nobody worries about those knees now, man. They figure only way I'm going to hurt my knee is if I blow it out, cutting from side to side, or somebody catches me and it gets ripped out. But so hey, man, I'm really looking forward to everything about Jeff Hafley's practice. I might be more about tempo for me and what he gets done and how it looks, and I want to see how he interacts with it. I want to see all that stuff today.
Not tempo. I think it's more about the physicality. I honestly,
I don't know if we're going to see it in day one though.
No, you're not going to. But he wants physical practices, which is very interesting. We're going to see what it looks like. I have been around for so long. I've seen so many different styles of practice.
But the rules when you first started were a lot different. I mean,
absolutely, no question.
And before that, going back in the 80s,
Jimmy Johnson, the rule. Jimmy Johnson, they went live like 2 times a day.
Hey, Dan Campbell knew what he wanted to do too. Like, it's like, hey, we have to do this, and guys look back, and then and we've been trying one style to the next, and
I remember there were two coaches that ran two fields at the same time, where they had the starters and then the JV squad. And that's a lot of work and a lot of coaching. But the first couple of weeks, it gets you a lot of evaluation time and a lot of film. And I'm just curious to see what it looks like with Jeff Hafley. I truly am. I don't know, and I will know at about 9:30 today.
Well, listen, I think everybody's going to want to know what it. imagine my phone tonight after being there today is people going to want to know, I'm sorry, what'd you see and who's out there and who's not. Always curious to see who's on the bicycle off the side. Hey, man, everybody thinks that our best wide receiver on this team is a guy that's going to start injured and get his knee, hopefully get him back out there. And I don't know, my goal would be November sometime.
That's not the best wide receiver on this team. Maybe one day he will be the best wide receiver on this team. I until he starts running and cutting. And Jeff Hafley did say yesterday that he's not months, he's more weeks. So that's a good indicator.
No, that's good news.
But, until I see him cutting, I'm not expecting him on a practice field anytime soon.
I think Chris Bell's game is meant, the way he played in college is going to really fit well in the National Football League.
True, when he's healthy.
Yeah. No. I'm not trying to hey, listen, man, you make it sound like I want guys to come back 3 or 4 weeks early from a knee surgery. I don't want that.
That man suffered a torn ACL in November, late November.
Okay.
That means he's 7 months into a rehab process.
7 or 8 months right now. Yeah, I get it.
Hey,
man, I just said I hope he can be back in November would be my goal.
Okay, November's I agree with that goal. November's a great time.
I'd like to see him get 8 or 9 games in.
Yeah, okay, half a season.
I
don't disagree with that.
And I'm like everybody, that those coaches aren't going to do anything. Those doctors say he's good. This thing, and they go, okay, it's good.
But
he'll know.
Yeah. No, yeah, he's a rookie. He's going to rush himself on the field, and he's going to lie.
Well, he sees great opportunity,
healthy.
and he wants to get some numbers and some targets this year. And I hope he's paying attention to everything. That's the other thing, man. I hope he's taking all this mental work in. Sometimes, man, guys have been on IR the first year, come back out in the second year in the same system. And, man, they are like, wow, you didn't play last year. How the hell are you? And you realize that dude did a lot of mental work to make sure he was on top of things. Our system never changed. We never had turnover. Same guy coached for 100 years in the same place, right? But, yeah, man, there should be no excuses, too, that these guys need to know what's going on, these rookies. And if they,
why would you say that?
Because their ass should have been here every day.
Rookies don't know nothing. They're green behind the ear.
I'm not talking about learning all the tricks physically.
No, I'm talking about the playbook.
You need to know the playbook.
No,
you need to know the fundamentals of the playbook.
They don't. There were receivers last year who were veteran players who didn't know the playbook.
I got news for you. Mike was a little different level.
Don't blame this on Mike. Don't.
Mike needed smart guys. Mike needs smart guys.
That's fair. Okay.
That's not fair to put every guy in that situation.
You're right.
They're really good football players that aren't necessarily good at learning all this stuff, but you simplify it and you got great players.
Okay. You're right. That is 100% fair. All the
extra garbage that had to go on the calls. Can you simplify it, man? Our stuff.
No. But the beauty of your offense was this complexity, its motions, it challenged.
I understand
defensive players, and then when you couldn't do it anymore, and it got watered down, and you look like trash. Amen. And we all blame it on the quarterback, and certainly he's got a lot to
the greatest offensive year in the history of this franchise.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably a majority, and the guys are out there, listen, 5 plays, 6 pass plays, and look at the plays, they were just, we had dominant guys. I don't know how, I'm trying to think how to say it.
5 pass plays, 6
5 or 6 plays, 90 go, 86 go, 70 Texas, left side, 71 Texas. You could throw in 70 halfback short option. And it meant just a very few things with a little blitz break off in there. If too many guys came one side to have a outlet receiver, but I'm telling you, man, it was you could have it didn't take long. And then one day I'm talking to Jim Kick, who'd been retired for years outside a club, and Mr. Laughs, never forget. And he goes, hey, he started babbling off like 5 or 6 plays. He goes, you guys still run these plays? And I go, that's our playbook. So he ran the same thing in the 70s and 80s.
If you run it at an efficient high level, teams can't.
And you got guys just flat out dominant that do all the right things and release the right way and all those things.
Mm-hmm.
And
let me ask you a question.
I'm checking. You're good.
Who can you throw a screen to right now and get something from?
Well, Achan first.
Okay, I'm not talking about Achan. I'm talking about a receiver.
A receiver? I know we tried to do it with Malik way too much last year, and it didn't work a lot.
Yeah, I would.
You saw his yards per carry.
I would scratch him off that list.
But I got to tell you, man, saying that about Malik, then Malik was one of the best punt returners in the game. He was unbelievable. The amount of people he made miss on returns. So I think there's potential there. I just thought we abused too many pass plays behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, that's fair. I mean, but when you
and I'm not going to take a shot because somebody's waiting for me to take a shot at Tua, and we had to because of him. I'm just saying that was our offense.
No. That was the offense, and part of the offense got watered down because the receivers didn't know the playbook. And when they lost Tyreek, it put pressure on people who weren't ready for that pressure.
I think a lot of plays got called in too late. And Tua's looking there frustrated. What's going on? Give me something, because it takes a second to spit this stuff out.
Call your own play.
Well, that's
call your own play.
There are going to be times when it just happens. Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's 100 years ago or today. There's just times, and people get a little sidetracked on the sideline with everything going on, and the clock's running, that you're right. He just has to call a play he feels comfortable with.
And Mike gave him freedom to do that. Mike wasn't some stringent, strict coach. Tua ran what he wanted to run. So I don't let that be an excuse. Listen, we'll get a chance to see who Tua is in Atlanta because he's got a loaded.
I've seen who Tua is here.
Can't win though. Yeah, can't win the big game.
I know I'm not going to get into it today. I told myself I'm just not.
No, yeah, we're not going to.
It has nothing to do with it. He's not our first, second, or third string quarterback right now.
Yeah,
he's in another place. We just happen to be paying the tab. That's it. Nothing more. Hey, man, we got to go to break here. We got more stuff to get to when we come back. Jeff Hafley, man, finally going to be able to talk to the head coach. Going to be great coming up in just a few minutes. Hurricane season, oh, my gosh, it's here. I know so far so good, but I do always tell everybody, please protect your home with Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing. Their windows, Hurricane Category 5 rated. Loctite Impact provides 100% financing with zero down, no interest, no payments for 1 year. You got no leaky roof. Replace your old roof now and pay later. Plus 24/7 roof repairs if you need that. Best part, Impact Windows as low as $6 per month per window install. Don't wait for the next storm. Get the deal of a lifetime today and keep your home protected. Doesn't matter where you are in South Florida, Loctite Impact is the name you need to know. So call today, 954-500-LOCK. They got a great staff. Will answer all your questions and get you started. Man, from start to finish, they do it all. LoctiteImpact.com. Check them out. You'll love the work Chev and his team do at Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing.
Call 305-KENDALL today.
You're looking good on those roadways early this morning. If you're heading out the door in Miami-Dade, no major issues out of Broward. You're also looking good. You're moving at posted speeds. That's traffic. I'm Amelia Escobar on FM 104.3, and you can listen to WQAM on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
All right, welcome back, man. There's nothing like first day, camp, full squad together, and the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, Jeff Hafley, joins us before going out on the field. Coach, good morning, man, and thank you so much for being with us.
Good morning. You got great energy this morning. I like it.
Oh, I'm full of Dunkin' Donut coffee, Coach. I don't want to tell you the number, but it could be around 50 ounces since, yeah, I'm ready to go.
What do you put in it?
Oh, cream and Splenda.
All right. Cream and Splenda bag.
At least he's watching his sugar.
Hey, Coach, I'm on every kind of pill there is, blood pressure, the whole deal. Hey, so, Coach, you know, it's man, I've been saying this, and I've never seen a better opportunity for 90 guys to have a chance to make a team, and not necessarily start, but have a chance to play a lot of football than this group you've put together under the circumstances you have. Do you feel that way as you look at the start of this thing?
Yeah, certainly. I think, you know, it's something that I addressed yesterday when I talked to our media here. You got a lot of guys, a lot of them that are on one-year deals. You got a lot of rookies. So you got a lot of guys with opportunities. And what I think that's going to create is they're going to practice hard. I mean, they're going to play in the preseason games hard, and they got to give everything they have, because for some of them, this is their shot. For some of them, you know, this is a shot to resurrect their career. For some of them, it's new. For some of these rookies, they have a chance to get on the field right away. So I anticipate the competitiveness to be at an all-time high, and I hope they push each other, and hopefully we'll be able to bring out their best.
Now, Malik Willis is somebody that you had in Green Bay. You basically saw him running the scout team against your defense. Can you tell the fans what they can expect to see from Malik during training camp, the exhibition season, and what you hope eventually transitions to the regular season?
Yeah, I mean, just from his skill set, I think people want to just kind of assume that he's a running quarterback, right? Let's call that what it is. And, you know, I don't believe that he is. If you really watch the games closely last year, his accuracy down the field was incredible. Now, can he throw the ball in the pocket? Sure. Can he make things happen when he escapes the pocket? Absolutely. Can he run? For sure. But I think what you're going to see in training camp is we're going to keep him in the pocket. We're going to play football with him. And then, you know, as we get into more live, real-life situations, if things break down, then I think you're going to see him make people miss, extend plays, throw the ball deep down the field, or take off, and all of a sudden it's a 30-yard gain. You know, when we get to the preseason, we'll figure out exactly where he's at, how much he'll play, and all those things. But I said it to you yesterday, the biggest thing I want him to go through in camp is I want him to feel comfortable with the scheme, and I want his confidence to grow, because I think that's the most important thing for him right now.
Coach, we talk a lot about this, and the open competition things always popping up. If you see a guy, I mean, somebody's got to start today and run with the ones, and somebody's got to run with the twos, and sometimes we read into all this stuff, and the other guys fit into the twos and threes working together. If somebody's impressing you a lot that might be a rookie free agent or a draft pick from this year, can you see it when you're in meetings and go, hey, we got to move this guy up and get him some work with different groups? Do you work that way, Coach, or is it more about staying with the guys you're with throughout camp?
No, I absolutely work that way. In my opinion, it's our job to find the best players, and I think you see that in practice. I think you see it when you watch film, and then ultimately I think the players see it, and I think it's our job to make sure that we get the best guys on the field. You know, there was a time in Cleveland when I was the DB coach where I think we drafted a guy in the first round, and we had a rookie tryout guy. The tryout guy made the team. The tryout guy wound up starting for us and played more than the first round pick. I personally, I don't care where we drafted a guy. I don't care how we signed a guy. If a player on our team deserves to play and is better, I think we have to give him the opportunity to do so.
You know what, Coach? I sit here and argue with this guy all the time that I put a lot on number one picks. I want him to be franchise. I know it doesn't work out all the time, and you had to just come out and say that, because he's always telling me 5th and 6th round picks.
I don't care where they're drafted.
I think the higher guy is. I think it's all right for our fan base to like expect a lot out of our 2 number 1 picks, Coach. But
yeah, I agree for sure. I mean, they're picked there for a reason, and I have a lot of expectation for them as well. I think, of course we do, but at the end of the day,
you're right.
Our job is to put the guy who gives us the best chance to win on the field. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to give up on a guy early in his career if he's not playing well right away. It's a different game. The NFL is harder to play in than college football. But at the same time, if there's somebody that jumps out and it's like, oh my gosh. I mean, I lived through that. And then I had that player come with me to San Francisco. The guy wound up playing in Super Bowls. The guy wound up being a really good football player.
Who's the player, Coach?
Who is that guy, Coach?
K'Wan Williams.
Wow. That's good stuff. Coach, I got to ask you.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. Go ahead. No, this is great because it is. And, hey, you're hoping, like I said this too, I'd love to be a rookie free agent on this team.
Mm-hmm.
This is good. This is a good chance to come in and whatever they did in OTAs and mini camps and now bring it into the pads and now it counts. What a great opportunity. Yeah, to your point.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that's, I think when you guys come and you watch practice, and then once we do put the pads on, the intensity level is going to be high. I mean, imagine you're one of the 40-plus guys on a 1-year deal who they're fighting for their lives as far as work goes, right? Or like you said, you're a rookie and you see, man, I can get out there and possibly start this year. I mean, it is going to be, guys are going to be in the office late. Guys are going to be busting their butts. They're going to be recovering. And at the end of the day, if they're not, then they're not the right guy.
I got to ask you about, besides Malik, the name that pops up a lot on these shows year-round, Coach, if you listen to In the Morning at all, Chop Robinson. Year 3, a first-round pick, shown at times. He's got great stuff. He's obviously physically really talented. How are you looking at him coming into this year, having him for the first time?
I'm excited about Chop. I thought he did a really good job in OTAs. Spent a lot of time getting to know him. I talked to him throughout the summer, developed a good relationship with him. He came back. He looks great. He's about 265 pounds, so he's as big and as strong as he's ever been, and that's important to me. Guys got to be able to play the run. They got to be able to set edges. They got to be able to, stick their face in there and get dirty and enjoy and embrace that. And then I think what you've seen his flashes of, he's got an elite get-off, and he needs to be coached and developed. So it's not just his get-off. He's got to develop, some good pass rush moves, a counter, and he has to be able to finish. But you talk about guys who were drafted in the first round, there is still high expectation for him. Now we need to push him. We need to develop and coach him, and he needs to work at it. So we're going to be on it starting today in practice, and, I'll be excited to see what we can do with him.
I wanted to ask you about the secondary. We're here talking with Miami Dolphins head coach Jeff Hafley. You worked your way up the NFL ranks and the coaching ranks in the secondary. Dave Wanstead gave you your first opportunity coaching a secondary. My standards are pretty high for you in this secondary. Can you handicap that safety and cornerback unit for me?
What would you like me to do with it? You want to talk about be more specific with what you're looking for.
Okay, what are you looking for from the cornerback position? We obviously know that Chris Johnson's probably going to play nickel. Juju's got a lot of talent but hasn't stayed healthy. Who is the third guy that is front running or competing to start on that boundary spot?
You're going to have a bunch of guys, right? Marshall's out there. He's going to play more outside than he played inside. Chris, we're certainly going to put out there, but you're going to see him go inside. You're going to see him go inside in some situations when you come out and you watch practice. Juju's back. We got a bunch of guys right now that it's kind of like every other position. It's like, who's going to take it? When I look back and I watch OTAs, there were some days where certain guys jumped out where it was like, man, Juju had a good practice. And then, holy cow, Bonner had put together 2 good days and had like 3 interceptions, and Marshall was really consistent, and Chris flashed. And I mean, I think it's going to sort itself out. And I think what we have to look at is, like, just me being totally honest with you, is if we find 2 guys we feel great about on the outside, then maybe Chris plays inside more. If we don't, then maybe Chris plays outside more and we put someone else on the inside. So this is going to be fun for us as coaches too, because as we watch and get to know these young players, as well as some of these other players that just got here, we have to figure out who the best players are and kind of put them in those positions. And the corner position, like you mentioned, is one of them that I'm really excited to, see, because I'm going to be around those guys a lot. And I think there's talent there. We just got to get them in the right spot.
Coach, you spend more time. I know your background as a defensive coordinator. You find yourself maybe early in camp more on the defensive side of the ball, or you try to spread out your time here in camp early on?
I'm going to call it again. And now that we hit training camp, I'm going to take the clicker back and I'm going to start calling the defense again. I think it's very important for the Mike linebackers to hear how I call it and how I enunciate calls, the alerts that I give them, the tips that I give them, just constantly hearing my voice, how it comes out. I think that's huge as we get into the season. So you'll see me back there talking to the Mike backer, calling in the defense. Now at the same time, I'm going to be around, individually, I'll be roaming around the offensive side of the field. When we come back up in the office, I'll be in the quarterback room because I really want to make sure that my relationship is really strong in that room. And I'll watch some of the tape with the offensive guys, but I'm going to be more around the defense now. I really want to focus on that as we get into training camp. I kind of stayed away from that in OTAs and in the off season and kind of really observed and watched and made sure everything was how I wanted it. But I think it's time for me to get back and get to work on that side a little bit more than I did.
Coach, 21 draft picks these last two drafts, 13 this year, 8 last year. I just think it's a huge year for coaching. I don't usually sit here and talk about coaching this, and boy, but for individual coaches and teaching the techniques you want to teach, and especially with all these young guys, probably more important than ever. Not to ever take away the importance of coaching, but with so many young guys and been coached a different way in college or even last year to what you want to do this year, I can't imagine it being more important than now.
No, you're right. And I think I do, though. I think in general, I think this is still a developmental league. I think the way the salary cap is built, you spend X amount of money on your top players, and then you need to develop. You need to develop those other guys. I mean, that's where I think some people don't see it that way, but it was the same thing when I was in Green Bay. You had your few superstar guys, and then you better develop those other guys. So this year we have a lot of those guys. I 100% agree with you. So as I said to the coaches today in our staff meeting, like, it's okay when one of these young guys, they make a mistake today. And it's okay if they make a mistake tomorrow. We have to coach them. We have to develop them. Now, they better not make the same mistake over and over and over again. And then we have some problems. But we're going to have to be patient with some of the mistakes. We're going to have to find out how much they can handle from an X and O standpoint, because hopefully as the season goes on, we can do more and more with these younger players and this young team. But we need to be patient, and we need to coach them on their eyes and their feet and their hand placement, and how my expectation is, or our expectation is, how we're going to run to the football, how we're going to hold the football, how we're going to attack the football. Like, those are all things that some people might see that as being really challenging this year. I see it as an unbelievable opportunity to kind of, build this thing the right way. And that fires me up.
Coach, the other thing that we've talked a lot about is Rodriguez and Dotson, as well as Brooks. Could you see it? I know it's still about competition. You guys have talked about it, but obviously you like to play all those guys. Is there a way to play all three of those guys a lot of football?
For sure. It depends. If we're seeing a lot of 21 and 22 personnel and we need to get bigger with more backers, and those guys turn out to be the three best linebackers we have, then we need to find a way to get them on the field. If we're playing a lot of 11 and there's more speed on the field, then there might only be 2 linebackers on the field. But I think that goes back to these first couple of weeks in camp. Who are our best 2 linebackers? Then who are our best 3 linebackers? And is our third linebacker better than maybe having an extra DB in the game? Then let's play more linebackers than we play DBs this year. If we have more DBs and we think that we got a guy big enough to maybe hold up against 12 personnel, then maybe you'll see a bigger DB on the field more than you will a Sam linebacker. But those are good players. And again, that's why I'm fired up to get out there and start coaching.
Coach, not as fired up as everybody else is to see this thing. So, hey, we really appreciate you coming on. Really looking forward to it today and being out there. And, again, Coach, thank you for finding time for us. We appreciate you coming on with us. Thank you.
Yeah, likewise. I think it's important for, me to be on these shows in the community and keep people updated. And, I appreciate you guys on having me on. So we'll see you at practice, and hopefully we'll get to say hello soon in person.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Great having you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Jeff Hafley, the Dolphins head coach, spending some time with us this morning. And, man, there's so many things. But, yeah, we got that message, man. We got that message. And some things we'll come back and talk about. And Perk will join us a little bit later in the show as well this morning. Hey, Marlins baseball. By the way, don't forget, man, one more game, and it's a lunch-timer. Oh, what am I doing for noon today? How about a 12-10 start? Going for the sweep against the Phillies. Yesterday, Sandy Alcantara, oh, my God. Do not get rid of that, man. 7 innings pitch, shutout baseball, gives up just 4 hits. Fairbanks gets a save. He was nasty with a couple strikeouts in the ninth and a Kyle Stowers home run, and they're up 2-0 in this series with a chance to get that sweep. And today's a great day to get out there, man. It really is. If you're looking for a little baseball and a sweep as the Marlins get this thing flipped around again and starting to play really good baseball the last couple of days, you can get that. We always talk 4 for $44 presented by Pepsi, and you get 4 tickets plus hot dogs, popcorn, and drinks, all for $44. So don't miss that. They got a lot of great promotions going on. I tell everybody, go to marlins.com/tickets. They're going to be out of town after today for the next week. So if you want to get to today's baseball game, great time to go out and, heck, go out and watch a ball game and miss all the traffic and to get home in plenty of time. You want to play hooky today and go out and watch some baseball. It's a great time to get out and watch the Marlins and the Phillies 12-10 start today.
free.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Miami, at a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito. And whenever you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Behind Sandy Alcantara's 7 innings, 5 strikeouts, and no earned runs, the Marlins won their second in a row, 1-0 over the Phillies. They go for the sweep today at 12:10 with Ryan Gusto started.
Omar Kelly in with us today and tomorrow. And all day Dan Day. I got to tell you one thing, Omar. Nobody works like this man.
Hardest working man in the
I
industry.
came in yesterday morning, and it was dark, and he goes, "Hey, Joe," scared the hell out of me at 4-something in the morning. He goes, just checking.
I think he sleeps here. I really do.
Well, listen, if he
I don't have any proof.
He works late at night, so if
Yeah.
he is you take occasional nap in here before you do it?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
A lot of during the day because, I have the mornings and then sometimes I'm back on in the evening. So there's no reason I'm going home back and forth and everywhere. So I'll take a little nap here and there.
Yeah,
The man has a right to take a nap. I'm sure
No, he got a right.
We got a lot of office space around here. A lot of office space.
Hey man, don't be saying
There's
that.
a shower in the bathroom.
Oh no, we got it. If you do want to stay here, or you get kicked out of the house in a relationship, you can come here for a while.
You've been there, huh, Joe?
If you got a mad wife, you can come here.
Come to work a little early.
I've done it. Yeah, I have done it. I've done it. Yeah. If I'm in a relationship, I've probably done it.
There's a kitchen, there's a shower,
Yeah.
and there's plenty of places to lay down around here.
Yeah, no, they got couches everywhere. In case
and it's pretty empty.
You know what's funny? The other day I was out late and I considered grabbing stuff
And just
get a nap here.
Yeah.
And just wake up and have Woody just wake me up and the couch in the back.
I can see it.
I didn't do it though.
I know.
Wanted to get home and jump in that little bed of mine.
You want to snuggle. That's all it is.
No, I don't want to snuggle. Ain't no snuggling. You're doing the snuggling there.
You don't like the snuggle, Joe? Come on.
No, that girl of mine does not want to be touched when she's sleeping, man. No.
Okay.
Oh no, I got no problem.
They all love a little booty rub, Joe. Come on now.
You haven't been to my house. I love it, Omar. Though I love it in theory, though. Trust me, man. I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm living through you, man. I tell you all the time, Omar.
I have a boring life.
Showing me pictures and getting updates and the whole deal with you. You are something else. All right. So, what do you think of half? About competition?
That's the number one thing I want to see during training camp. I want to see people moving like up the depth chart, up and down the depth chart. And I want it based on performances. And guys who practice well, they need to be rewarded with elevations. We have no idea who the starting safeties are. We have no idea who the starting cornerbacks are. We have no idea who the starting edges are. We have no idea who the starting receivers are.
Do you feel good that you know who the right guard is?
I don't know who the right guard is.
I don't either.
Stop lying to me.
No, I don't. I said, do you?
Yeah.
No.
You're asking me.
I did ask you, yeah.
Oh, no, I don't know who the starting guard
is. There a chance Sawyer beats out Savaianaya?
There's a chance the rookie DJ Campbell beats out Savaianaya. If you were the worst performing guard in the NFL last year, your job should be in jeopardy.
Right. Even though they moved him back to a natural position. Which,
whatever.
I don't
buy none of that.
No, I'm with you. That's plenty of time to make a lot of adjustments.
I'll know in one-on-one when we put pads on and in one-on-ones by probably about the fourth practice in pads. I'll know how much improvement he's made. And in fairness, he can improve. Like one of my greatest stories is about Paul Soliai. Paul Soliai sucked his first 2 years. And
he was you're right. I wasn't sure if he was taking plays off or he just wasn't.
He just sucked.
But when he got things figured out, boy, did he turn into a hell of a player.
There's a story out there, and it's been years. I really shouldn't be telling people's business, but he was on the final year of his rookie contract. You know, when you're a rookie, you're not making any money, right? And a financial advisor had stolen all his money. So imagine, and you're 3 years in, you haven't really established yourself as
every
NFL
man's
player.
worst nightmare, right there.
And boy, did he come out on fire, Joe, for his career that season.
I never heard that. I never heard that. I did.
It happened. It happened so often.
I saw him last year or the year before.
Yeah.
I was at Vista View. I got to tell you, more things happen at Vista View where all the guys work out. I saw Mike Pouncey.
The Hill. I keep telling you, we could go find a cornerback.
Mike Pouncey had his young, talented team.
Yeah.
They're working out.
Kansas City, we run that hill, just so you know. Yeah.
No, they're all over there.
Yeah.
And so
I'm telling you, Joe, we can find a cornerback.
So I go around the corner, and I see this family and this big man going up these hills.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Paul Soliai.
Yeah.
He was with I don't know if he still lives down here, but he was. So talked to him for a second, as nice as can be, and you're right. He ended up having a hell of a career after that start. I didn't know, about the other story.
He's the perfect example of a guy can turn it around. Even Austin Jackson turned it around.
He did.
So, we can't give up on guys like Chop Robinson. Chop Robinson can very well turn it around this season.
They're counting on him, but you did hear all the things he's got to be able to do.
Yeah,
which is important. So there
ain't all the things he's got to be able to do. He can rush. He has to set the edge. If he can't set the edge, he can't play on any other down but third down.
Right.
So you want to be an NFL starter, you got to set the edge. The coach says he's stronger. Austin, I know he's going to be better coached. Austin Clark is one hell of a coach. The body of work Austin Clark has done throughout his career here is impressive. I put it up against any coach that we've had here.
It's funny. The guy I'm most curious with Austin Clark, and you're right, Chop Rob. I can't top Chop Robinson because everybody's going to be watching him because he's in year 3 and he went to Penn State and he's a number 1 pick and he teased us. He did have a nice little run there. They got him
Second
wide
half
there.
Of his rookie season.
He did. Came up with 6 sacks and people are going, wow. All right. Kenneth Grant is we got to get one more step out of him. I'm not saying he can't play. He can play and he can start, but we got to get the next step of production out of him.
Because you're having these first round expectations.
I'm sorry.
I know.
Went to Michigan.
Fine. Okay. What does school have to do with anything?
Play a national championship team.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
And I know technique's been a big thing with him, and
conditioning, health, strength, work ethic, understanding fundamentals.
The size of that man, we should be able to really, if nothing else, stop that run.
Yeah.
I mean, you get. So anyway, I'm not giving up on him, and I know I feel like you've kind of.
I haven't given up on him, but I don't have major expectations for him. I don't think he's any better.
You didn't have a first round guy you went to high school with that took your lunch money or something one day.
No, I went to Santana Moss, the only first round guy I went to high school with.
He didn't do anything to you.
No, I love
Santana. All right, I just want to make sure, man. You're tough on my.
No.
My first round theory, man.
There's no proof he's better than Jordan Phillips. None. What proof do you have?
No. I'm not.
Other than one is drafted in the first round, one is drafted in the 5th round. There's no proof he's better than Jordan Phillips.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan Phillips is stronger.
But you realize that
probably in better shape.
Well, he's definitely. You could tell one guy's putting a hell of a lot more work.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's see. We'll see, man. I'm not giving up on Kenneth Grant after last year.
Oh, I didn't say I was giving up on him. I'm just, I don't see anything special there.
So what about Chop? What do you see?
There's a great get off. Great get off. No counters. No edge setting. He's bigger. I don't think he's massive. He doesn't have great size. So
doesn't have the long arms.
Doesn't have long arms. He's got to be strong and he's got to be disciplined. And he's got to be somebody got to set the edge on this defense, or they're going to be trash. Somebody, not just one person, two people. But last year, there were only 6 teams worse than them stopping the run last year in the NFL. And that's on everybody. That's on Brooks. That's on Dotson.
You're talking about the running game?
Yeah.
A lot of that was because those first 4 or 5 games looked like we were on pace to give up 200 yards.
For 7 games. Yeah.
It was
that was a lot of the rookies. And the rookies need to show that they're grown men.
I thought they were a lot better, though, in the second half of the season.
Yeah, but then they tailed off at the final month of the year. They hit that rookie wall, and then, even Zeke Biggers. I got big expectations for Zeke. Zeke should be contributing.
I'm curious. I have no idea. I hope so. He played a lot.
When the pads come on, I have certain expectations for guys that they need to show up. You need to be throwing people around. When pads come on, why not? You're bigger. All 3 of the rookie defensive linemen. They're the biggest, strongest guys on the team.
I don't even think a lot of it is the physical stuff. I just think it's the confidence that you're just a bad mofo. I'm dead serious, man. You just got to get to some point where you just go, man, I can flat out.
Yeah.
Got the confidence of like, look at, I walked around with a bunch of cocky dudes, man. And all those guys, they ain't lacking confidence, man.
Yeah,
nobody had more confidence.
But y'all had success. Y'all won. Y'all had Dan Marino. There's a lot of reasons
but he had
confident.
A lot of guys. I know, but we were winning a lot before we got Dan. Nothing against Dan, because you're right. That was everybody talks about. But before he got there, went to a Super Bowl.
What does anybody on this team have to be confident about?
No,
who should be confident? Nobody done anything over there. Devon Achane, probably the only guy that should be confident.
Well, I think
Patrick Paul is really confident.
I think all those. I think the core 5 or 6 guys got plenty of confidence they can play. Brooks just led the league in tackles.
Yeah, Brooks is confident.
I think Dotson's got tons of confidence on how good he is. I think Zach Sealer is really good.
Yeah, some certain guy, but Zach doesn't have that arrogance you're talking about.
But he got confidence.
He just
doesn't throw it in your face, but he's got plenty of confidence.
I think there's a difference between your era. Y'all had an arrogance to you. Y'all had a.
I didn't have it, but the guys, the
guys that made plays for y'all had it.
Those guys had some stuff like, yeah.
Like
Clayton and Duper would tell you how good they were. Like when they were lining up against you one-on-one, they would tell you what was going to happen. Tyreek was not the original.
Yeah, tell me what receiver on this team is.
No. I'm saying I'm not disagreeing, but our huddle start with Dwight snapping to Danny, and then Nat, and then you go on and on. That list is like.
Mm-hmm. I hope this team develops confidence. I hope they start playing like they belong. Jordan Brooks said something yesterday that I thought about, because I asked him, like, okay, the question everybody wants to know. All right, you got the money, but why did you re-sign with a rebuilding team? Like,
what'd he say?
He was like, there's no guarantee a team is going to be good, because you can have a star-studded team and they got no chemistry, they don't click, and it just doesn't work. And then you have a no-name team. Like, who expected Jacksonville to be good last year? Who expected Indianapolis to be good last year?
Yeah.
Like, nobody. Did anybody expect Seattle to be a Super Bowl team?
Yeah, it's a great point. I was thinking of, speaking of Dan Marino, how about the year he had like 19 first-round picks? Were you around when they had like the night? And they were from everywhere. They were brought in guys from everywhere.
Yeah.
It wasn't their 19 first round.
Yeah.
They had a zillion guys.
Yeah.
And they got off to a great start. And then they lost like their last, I'd have to look it up. Somebody out there would know, 5 or 6 games in a row, and they didn't make the playoffs. And again, just because you throw all these guys with these names together, if guys can't play together, or you get guys freelancing or doing their own thing or a little pouting, you can destroy,
or chemistry. Yeah, no, chemistry can destroy.
Quickly.
You have bad leadership in the locker room.
Did you see the unnamed sources in
I did want to address that.
The unnamed sources of the C's, and they were the biggest problem were the C's.
Whatever. Listen, I'm not somebody who that reporter's not in the locker room, and you can have.
You know who it was?
Something done. He does
right.
Nice takeout pieces. I'm in the locker room. I talk to these guys on a regular basis. Yes, leadership was a problem. Yes, Mike ran a loosey-goosey operation.
It's done, though.
Yeah. But I'm sorry. That wasn't the reason that they lost. That wasn't the reason that they weren't good for the last 2 years. The reason they weren't good for the last 2 years because they didn't have a healthy quarterback and they didn't have a healthy offensive line. And the injuries hit them at bad times. And they lost Tyreek Hill. Like last year, I'm sorry. Who's losing their best player offensively? The guy that stirs the drink and is just going to pick up and keep going like it doesn't matter. Like, come on. Nobody's losing the Tyreek Hill and acting like it doesn't matter. Now,
I think they had deeper problems than that, but that's fine.
Yeah, okay. Guys showed up late.
I just think that thing right there.
But
people go, oh, that's not. You make too much of
18 members
late.
on the leadership council, Joe. If one or two doesn't show up for a leadership council meeting, big deal. Who cares? Like, there's like 18 guys on that damn thing. Okay, so they got to show up every single leadership council meeting?
I think Mike put guys on there he knew shouldn't have been on that leadership. They weren't leaders. They were just good players.
Damn it.
And that's a problem.
Stop talking about Tyreek like that. Tyreek, everybody was going to follow Tyreek, so you got to get him on board.
I love Tyreek on games. I agree. The trainer's telling me the other day, man, when it was game day, there's nobody. It's hard to find anybody that you wanted more on the football field, on your team, on game day.
Yeah.
It was just everything. He didn't say that. I'm saying that.
Yeah.
I'm saying this part. It was just everything else.
That
man wears you out.
Yeah.
You literally got to keep you got to keep the phone next to your door. When he's on your team and you're a writer, you got to keep a security guy. You got to keep that phone next to your ear.
I dreaded Tyreek interviews because Tyreek, I was gonna have to ball up whatever I was doing and write whatever foolishness he said. Yeah. And Perk's the same.
We got
way.
Perk coming up.
Yeah, we got Perk coming up. But yeah, all that late stuff and bad leader. Yeah, man, stop. That wasn't why they lost. That wasn't why Mike lost his job. Come on, stop.
You don't think he got run over a little bit? And Tyreek was one of the guys running over him a little bit, taking advantage of Mike, the nice guy.
Did Tyreek?
I'm just saying.
Did Tyreek show up on Sunday and deliver?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's all we need to worry about.
All right.
That ain't had nothing to do with last year.
That's fine. We're going to disagree on part of the problems of the last few years. Injuries were some of it. Atlantic Men's Clinic, ED and Low T. Omar, I know you're not going through this, but you will. And when you do, man, I'm just going to tell you because it hits everybody. It doesn't matter who you are, black or white, skinny, younger, older. ED and Low T are going to hit you. And what are you going to do when you have it? So Low T has to do with your energy level, tired all the time, not sleeping well. And now all of a sudden you just find yourself not being active, but still eating the same amount of food and gaining 20 pounds. And then the ED thing on the other side, oh, my God. Sex drive, first of all, it goes hit and miss. And then one day, it's just gone. Oh, my gosh, that's a rough one. That's a rough one right there. Atlantic Men's Clinic, though, is going to take care of all this. Nobody does it like Atlantic Men's Clinic, man. It's so professional. It's the right way to do it. I've been to the wrong ways to do it. That's the right way to do it. You get the PSA test. You meet with their professional staff. They look at the numbers. They put you on a program that is made for you to have great results right away. And that's what it's all about. With 7 locations in South Florida to serve you, whatever you're going through, you don't have to tell me. Just tell them, hey, Atlantic Men's Clinic, I want to set up this first appointment, 877-455-7300. Tell them, hey, Joe Rose, a good friend of mine, said to give you guys a call that he's on the program. Is that true? Yes, it is. Joe's been on it for 2.5 years, and he loves us, man. He loves us. Well, I love that plantation location. Brand new location in Hollywood. Go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. Set up the first appointment. Why are you going through this? It's summer. You should be going on a great vacation where you're active and chasing that little lady around. Atlantic Men's Clinic works. Dolphins, day one for Perk, so he doesn't have to write all these articles about everything else. Perk, it's great to have you this morning. And it's time to see what it looks like with a little competition out there, brother. How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm living good, man. I can't wait to see what's going on out here. I'm excited. I'm fired up about this. Just walked into the facility, walked in with Kyle Crabb. We were talking. I'm fired up about the whole thing.
Yeah, it was funny. We were just talked to Coach Half here not too long ago and asked him about, hey, can a guy on second or third team, if he's playing well for a few practices, can he move up? And he goes, yeah, that's what this camp's going to be about. That's going to be one of the stories of this camp is we're going to play the best guys, man. And if this guy looks like he's it, and he even said something I didn't want to hear, but if you're a rookie free agent playing better than a first-round pick, then, that got Omar all liquored up over here. He got all lathered up, ready to go. But what's your thoughts on some of the things you're looking at, Perk?
Look, I like what Hafley said, and the reason I like it is because it gets into player development, right? And this is a draft and develop situation, right? The last regime, they were signed a big name free agent, let's win now. This is draft and develop. And I'll say this, I know what you're saying when you're saying it doesn't matter where you were drafted. In this particular situation, you do need to see those first and second round picks of the last 3 years come through. And one of the big reasons is if you're going to be strong in the trenches, you need those guys, right? Chop Robinson and Patrick Paul from 2024, Kenneth Grant and Savai Naya 2025, Caden Proctor this year. You need those guys to come through if you're going to be strong in the trenches.
But here's my point. You know where I stand on this. Tell me the reason why Kenneth Grant is better than Jordan Phillips. Do you have one?
He's not.
Okay, thank you. End of the conversation.
We're not that story's not over yet. That's not fair
I know
either.
It's not over yet.
It's not. Oh, but it's a question of use of resources. So on Sunday, it doesn't matter if you make $300,000 or $3 million a year, right?
That's true. I agree with that. Yep.
But when you look at how you use your resources in the offseason, in free agency, and the draft, it reflects badly on the organization, and you lose faith in them. So it does matter.
Let me ask you: are you down on Kenneth Grant like Omar is? Omar just thinks he's just a guy.
I got to see, Kenneth Grant and Chop Robinson are in the same place with me.
Ooh.
From the standpoint of show me one thing that you can do that's elite. Ooh. Can you rush the passer at an elite level?
Can you stop the
run at an elite level? Right. Just show me one thing that you can do, and then we can figure out how to put you in the rotation and how to build around you and how to play to your strengths. But until you show me that, then, I am kind of down on you.
Okay.
Look, the book is not closed on you, but you got to show me one thing that you can do, and then we can build and we can see how you fit in. I haven't seen that with KG or with Chop.
That's fair. You guys are both right. You're right. That's fair.
Joe asked Coach Hafley a question, and I really love the answer, and I love the question. Do you see a way where the Dolphins can play Jordan Brooks, Tyrell Dotson, and Jacob Rodriguez on the field at the same time?
Well, yeah. Well, let's say if you take Willie Gay out of it at the strong side linebacker, I think this whole defense, this whole linebacking core is going to be kind of a situational hybrid unit, right? And so on first down, first and from the first down from the opponent's 20, it might look like this. On first down from the opponent's 15 or from your own 15, it might look like this, right? It's going to be very situational. I think Half is going to be very big on situational football, that here's what it looks like on first down, second and long, second and short. This guy is going to be in. This guy is going to be in. You got a big tight end, Kyle Lewis. You get on him. Otherwise, Chris Johnson is in the slot. I think it remains to be seen how they use them. But yes, I do think they all can be utilized at the same time. It's just a matter of, like I was saying with KG and Chop, show us what you can do. Show us your strength. Jacob Rodriguez, Trey Moore, Kyle Lewis. We know what Terrell Dotson and all these other guys, the veterans, right, the returnees, we know what they do well. Jordan Brooks and Willie Gay. Let's see what these other guys do well. Then we figure out how you slot them in. But yeah, I think all three of them can play. But let's see what their specialties are, how where they excel. Then you figure out how they fit in.
Hey, Perk, from OTAs and mini camps, a couple young guys that you kind of were watching and going, damn, he had a couple nice plays today. I can't wait to summer camp to see this guy. Do you have a couple of those young guys that you were kind of watching? I don't care where they were taken or that you were like, this is going to be an interesting one to see. Well, I think number ones are important, yeah.
I mean, yeah, you know what? Kyle Lewis is definitely one of those guys, right? The linebacker. He's definitely one of those guys who you can't wait to see how they're going to use him. What does he do? I think Trey Moore is also one of those guys. Caleb Douglas is one of those guys. The third-round wide receiver from Texas Tech. Trey Moore, the fourth-round linebacker from the University of Texas. There are guys like that I want to see what you can do. Who is the DB that you were talking about from Indiana earlier? Quarterback.
Lewis Moore.
Lewis Moore. I want to see what he can do. I'm not saying that all of these guys can step in and be starters, but do you have a specialty? Do you have a role? Do you have something to offer on that 53-man roster or, in the defensive rotation? So, yeah, those are a few of the guys that I really want to see, what can you do? And look, I also want to see some of these veterans at wide receiver, right? Jalen Tolbert. What can you do? Were you a one-year flash in the pan? Jalen Rieger, can you revive your career? You were a first-round pick. Greg Dulcich, what we saw at the end of the season, is that going to be a flash in the pan, or is that who you are? So, yeah, there's a lot of guys that, and I know Dulcich isn't exactly a young guy, but there's a lot of guys, and neither is Tolbert, but a lot of guys that I want to see. Yeah, show me what you can do.
Hey, Perk, I want to ask you this. I'm gonna give you $1,000 to bet this on Vegas.
All right.
I didn't know you had an extra 1,000 rolling around.
Always wealthy.
Stop lying. Stop lying.
That extra 1,000 come from.
Listen. One player that you're going to say is going to have a breakout season from the Dolphins this year, who would you put your money on?
Ooh, let's see. A breakout season. That's a good question, because I don't know that I have anybody slotted to have a breakout season. I think the three guys that got extensions are going to have good seasons, right? Achane, Brooks, and Brew. I think Malik Willis will be decent. I don't know if he's going to have a breakout season.
Dulcich, man. It's Dulcich. Dulcich can catch 70 or 80 footballs.
I've got Dulcich at around 600 yards right now, which is good, but it's not, Pro Bowl breakout type of season. That's solid. I don't have anybody slated right now.
You're not going to name Chop Robinson? You're not going to name Chop Robinson? No,
I'm not just going to throw names out.
Juju Brents.
Dante Trader.
Yeah, Trader and Jordan Phillips are two guys that, I'm really, really high on those dudes. The 2025 fifth-round pick, both of them from Maryland. I'm really high on both of those dudes. I think those are the two. Thank you. Those are the two that I'm really counting on. Yeah. Jordan Phillips and Dante Trader. They're grown men already.
Boy, they came in camp. When you notice, like, I know you guys see it up close, so you see what everybody's body looks like all the time. But I got to tell you, those two look different, didn't they? Both of them.
Yes, they do.
They're like, all right.
You could see they put in the work.
Yeah, you're like, right. And you saw it on the field with both of them, but and the little things, both of them are at the head of the line for the drills in OTAs and minicamp. Both of them are working, listening to veterans and talking to the rookies. They're doing all of those little things that Sully and Hap have been talking about, that that the veterans that Brew and Brooks and Achane want to see from young guys. I think those guys have what it takes. I really think the last regime hit on those two. I will give Chris Greer tons of credit for drafting those two kids.
Fifth-round picks too, Joe. Fifth-round picks. I'm just saying.
Oh, no. No, you can do everything I say today you can do with a draft pick, man. Omar's a first-round hater, man. He's a first-round hater. Michael Marino hit you in the head with a football today and reminds you of what a first-round pick looks like.
Listen, Dolphins haven't had one of those in a long time, Joe.
That's a horrible.
First round.
You admit, though, we got to hit on some ones at some point and go, damn, that guy looks like a damn one right there.
Laramie
man.
Tunsil might be the last time. Like, come on.
Yeah.
First round picks around here, you just throw them in the pile. Figure it out.
Yeah, but look, if you're going to be strong in the trenches, you better hit on those first round picks, right? Chop, KG, and Caden Proctor. You better develop those dudes.
Listen, at the rate these offensive linemen and offensive guards and cornerbacks are getting paid, cornerbacks are not making $30 million a year.
Denzel Ward.
You better take them early and develop them because they're not going to be cheap players.
No, I agree with that. The problem is you just have a lot of needs, and you couldn't get to all of them. I love when fans go, oh, why don't we take this guy? We need this. I go, look, man, we needed what we took, too. I mean, we had a lot of needs.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to ask you here real quickly, too. We don't talk about it very much at all, and we know one of the third-round picks is going to be out, and hopefully – Omar and I agree, hopefully in November we'll have a wide receiver back. But we don't talk about Kazmarek and Douglas very much.
Yeah.
The two third-round picks. Another one came out and said, hey, third-round picks are kind of priority picks. We consider those, first 3 rounds to be there. What do we get out of those two this year?
I really like Kazmarek and his potential. I liked it when we talked to him in the post-draft interview, which I know that's just talk, but the attitude is there, just like it is with Jordan Phillips and Dante Trader. I really like what I heard from Kazmarek. Now, he's the inline / blocking tight end, so we aren't going to see what he really has till they put the pads on.
That's true.
But,
good point.
But I really like the attitude and the mentality. Caleb Douglas, I'm waiting to see. I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic. But I think Chris Bell is the man from this draft class and among those wide receivers. I've told you that he reminds me of Chris Chambers, just a big, physical, gifted guy with good hands who can do a lot for you. He's not a speedy Tyreek, Jalen Waddle type receiver. He's more of I don't know if I should throw out the name A.J. Brown, but Chris Chambers.
Debo Samuel. See, it's so funny. We're all talking about these big body guys. But, no, he is. I told Omar earlier, I think he's made for the NFL, though. That body is made for crossing routes down the middle.
I like him. Just don't rush him onto the field.
We're not going to – why are you always putting a negative spin? We're not going to run him out like a month early. Like, hey, ACL's not quite ready, but – we're going to play your limping. You're not limping as much.
Yeah, you are. You're going to rush him out there.
I think he gets 6 or 8 games this year.
That's all we need.
That's what I think.
That's right, November. Right. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's November. Right. That's November. That's what I think. Sometime around Thanksgiving, he makes his debut, and he plays 6 or 8 games, and you see what you've got. But then his real season is next year. But I think you see Chris Bell. I'm excited to see him. I really am. I think he could be the steal of the draft.
Perk, thanks for coming on, and I'm sorry you had to put up with this first-round stuff. Like, I don't know why we even have first-round picks with Omar. Let's just give them all away, and we get a whole bunch of fifth-round picks.
I trade them for second-round picks because this team don't use first very well.
We haven't always done great with twos either.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But, hey,
there ain't no Dwight Stevenson coming through the door anytime soon.
Hey, if you want to be strong in the trenches, those 1s and 2s of the last few years better be developed in the next couple of years, right?
Are you going to tell me we can't talk about Hall of Famers again? I just did it again, man.
It is what it is, Joe.
All right.
You living in the glory days.
Yeah, I do.
It's been 26 years of mediocrity around here.
Oh, look at you. You know what? Don't let Omar. Hey, Dolphins, don't let Omar come through that
Chris,
front door today.
Let me ask you something. What makes this era different than the Parcells era and the Philbin era and the Gase era and
you mean like Parcells teams didn't win at all either? That's right.
Here's what it is to me that I like that you have a defensive coach who has an aggressive mentality. Philbin didn't have that. Gase didn't have that. Flo did have that. McDaniel definitely didn't have that.
Oh, stop. He was aggressive offensively. Stop it.
By the way, you didn't defend Mike McDaniel all morning.
Stop it.
That's what you've been doing. He invite you out for a little vacation to L.A.
Nah.
Look, and Omar popping all that mess about, it was quarterback injuries and injury. The problem with the McDaniel offense, as I've continually said, it was a one-dimensional offense, Tua to Tyreek, that was easy to shut down. and all this creative play calling and stuff. We never saw it against Buffalo or Philly or Kansas City. We saw it all the time against the Jets and the bad teams, right? They
easy to shut down. 1,700-yard seasons were easy to shut down. Okay.
Hey, what happened here, man? We were off to like first day, all ready to go.
I know.
And Omar, it's not you, Perk. It's that damn Omar all of a sudden that wants to bring up the last 26 years, man. There's a cloud in here. Oh, hell, it's getting ready to rain.
Anyway. You're right, Joe. Look, I'm excited about the new era. I'm genuinely excited about seeing practice today and seeing what Hath and Malik and Sully, and I'm fired up. It's a new era. It's a new start. Everything is going to be different. I love the defensive coach. I love the mentality. I think you're going to see good things. I can't guarantee a playoff win in the next 3 years, but I think you're going to see a different team with a different attitude, a different philosophy, and I think it's going to work.
Hey, Perk, you can sit next to me today because I like this positive stuff. Blue sky out there. I love it. So thank you, Perk. Hey, Perk, you have a great day. Screw Omar.
Enjoy your 7-3 bill, Perk.
All right, we'll see you, Perk. We'll be out there in a little while, and you can hang out with Omar a little bit here and find out about who he's dating right now and stuff. Hey, we got to go to break here, man. Hey, I want to tell you about Dr. Barry, Recovery Unplugged. Hey, Dr. Barry, what you're doing is I love it. Matter of fact, we got to get Dr. Barry in here. Mental health for men. Omar, we don't seriously for all guys out there, man. You get in a funk, you need help, whether it's depression, anxiety, combination, things happen in your life. All of a sudden, you're looking in that mirror and you don't like what you're looking at, and you get in a funk and you need some help. It happens, man. You get off the road. You need help. Sometimes your buddies can help you, but sometimes it's too much. That's why Recovery Unplugged has your back. Their mental health residential program in Fort Lauderdale is a private, comfortable space to heal with music-based care. The hit's a right note. They accept most major insurance plans. Call 954-737-4508 or visit recoveryunplugged.com to learn more. If you got somebody going through depression or anxiety, hey, marriage, job loss, whatever it could be, that's got you really upside down, or you're listening right now and realize you could use some help, again, 954-737-4508 or visit recoveryunplugged.com. This summer, I want you to heal out loud.
WQAM broadcasting live from the
Welcome back, and good morning to everybody. Hey, if since you can't go to football practice today and you're looking to get out and still be comfortable, no, but I want to tell everybody the Marlins all of a sudden after losing 12 straight are really, really playing well. Got a nice second win against the Phillies, who are ahead of them right now. And matter of fact, I heard Harper after the game saying we got to make some moves and getting in. I'm sure that's just what Dave Dombrowski wants to hear running his baseball team, is more from Harper coming out about what this team needs. How about the guys they have? They have all these players and they can't score a run last night, and he's saying we need more. You lose 1-0. Just amazing stuff last night from Alcantara. Sandy Alcantara was just fantastic on his game last night, and Stowers had a home run, so they win that second game. And today, 12-10 start. If you want to go out and watch some baseball, 12-10 start. They go for the sweep of the Phillies. And just a couple of games behind the Phillies right now in the wild card. And so if you're interested, you got some time, want to go out, have you out of there in a 2 o'clock hour, man, home and beat the traffic today. So if you want to do that, and of course, they always got great stuff going on with the Marlins. Matter of fact, if you're interested, you need to get some tickets, you can do that. And just go to marlins.com/tickets to get all that stuff. All right. Besides that, and going for the sweep today with the big brooms against the Phillies, we've got first day of football camp. Full squad out there starting at 9:30 this morning. 9:30 this morning, and we had Jeff Halfley on this morning. We'll have it again at the end of the show if you missed it, and talking a little bit about his first time as a head coach and where he's going to spend his time. And thought that was pretty interesting, actually, talking about.
Yeah. He spent most of the OTAs intentionally with the offense and not calling the plays, allowing his understudy, the defensive coordinator, to kind of make his imprint on the unit. But I found that very interesting. He said that I'm going to go work with my defense because he is going to be be the play caller, just like Mike.
Once those guys get used to everything.
Yeah.
Now he's just got to figure out what you can get out of this group, you can get, how quickly they can develop. Man, they got a lot of young guys. Well, first of all, when you got 21 draft picks on this team, boy, that's a lot. That's a draft class of 8, and then followed up by 13 this year.
Okay.
And listen, a lot of those guys are gonna have to play. I'm not telling you anything you don't know.
Not just them, but the third year guys, the Devon Achans.
Well, Malik's going to play. Washington's going to play a lot.
Yeah, Patrick Paul. Those guys. It's a young team. I found it interesting. He said 40 guys are on 1-year deals. I counted it yesterday. It's 30. It's 39, unless they're going to add a guy today, which very well could be the case. This team is not finished. They need a lot of help in a lot of areas. And Halfley said that yesterday when he was addressing the signing of Clinton Farrell. We could see that signing coming a mile away because those defensive ends, there's really nothing there.
You don't think he looked at this situation and said, I got a chance to show one more time at age 29, I can play?
Absolutely. Every free agent that's out there, Clyde.
I will say this, though. Chop's going to start at one position.
Hope. What's supposed to be not good at edge setting.
Chop, I would be shocked. You want to talk about a story. Chop Robinson's not starting in game 1.
Oh, he hasn't started for the last 2 years because he was horrible as an edge setter.
Well, look at all those guys. All our guys are gone.
It still doesn't matter. He wasn't good as an edge setter.
Well, even if he doesn't start, he's going to play a lot of football.
Okay, he can play a lot of football.
Second and third and long.
I'm not guaranteeing he starts.
Yeah, you might be right there. If there's somebody better.
This team, like, obviously Malik Willis has to be good for this team to have a chance. But the second thing that needs to happen for this team to have a chance is they have to actually stop the run. If they can't stop the run, this is a 3-4 win team, no matter what happens. Malik Willis could throw for 5,000 yards. If they can't stop the run, they're going to be a 3-4 win team because you can't do anything on defense if you can't stop the run.
I feel good about stopping the run between the tackles. I think more about what you're talking about.
You seen them grow up? Have you seen them grow up?
I did. I saw enough last year. I did. I did see.
Okay.
That's fine. We'll see.
We'll see. I mean.
And the two guys we're talking about going to be a big part of it. I'm not worried about Zach Sealer, but.
Yeah, no. I'm not worried about Zach Sealer.
He's going to have to do with the other two guys, that first and the fifth round guys, and see how.
I'm worried about Zach Sealer overcompensating like he did last year for those two guys.
I don't think he's going to have to here. I just think these guys will be much better and much more confident, both of them, that we don't have to. Now, listen, if you're right and they're running for 180 yards against or 160 yards against us, then we got big problems. Yes. I agree. Listen, same way on the other side of the ball. We got to be able to run the football.
True.
Can't ask him to just drop back and throw the football every down, or we're going to be in big trouble.
Yeah. You still haven't answered me. Who you throwing a screenplay to? Like screens or staples?
You talking about wide receiver screens?
Yeah.
First of all, I hope we don't run them as much as we've run them.
It's part of football today.
No. Listen, it was abusive, the amount of screen calls. I'm just saying.
Well, Tyreek took a lot of those screens for touchdowns, so
he did not take them. A lot of him. Tyreek took a lot of down the field stuff and turned them into touchdowns. He did not turn a lot of those into. The guy that did him the best is the guy still on this team. Achan is the guy that got the most out of those screens with everybody out in front.
You know what I have a problem with? I don't want my back catching 70 passes. I don't.
Well, I don't want him playing every down he'll never last. You're going to have to get more out of a second and third running backs. I think you need them all.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm sorry. I don't like my running back being my leading receiver for them.
He's really good in open field.
I know that.
Really
I know that.
Good.
I know that. But
and by the way, Brewer's really good. I mean, Brewer, what he does better than any other center, he gets out there in front.
Yeah.
And his blocks from snapping that friggin' ball to getting out in the middle of those screens it's impressive.
I'm good. I agree with you there, but do you want your running back catching 60, 70 passes?
Well, I'm afraid as you try to get a guy in that 17, 18, 1900 total yards running the football and catching it, that it's a lot of wear and tear. It's hard to stay healthy.
Especially when you're small.
And you're 190 pounds.
Yeah.
190 pounds is tough.
Now 190-pound backs, Work Done had a nice career at 190 pounds.
By the way, there's a little fireball that plays in Buffalo.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, man, he is
James Cook.
James Cook is.
I don't think he's better than Devon Achane.
No, he can't run. He can't run like him, but he's a hell of a player.
Yeah, cool. You got Josh Allen as a quarterback. Huh?
Well, still, you can't take away from his running.
Okay.
That offensive line, they've been good, but those two running the ball, whether one guy keeps it.
That offensive line has been consistent for the last 2 years.
You know what it's been? Till this year got banged up a little bit. They didn't miss a game for a couple years.
I know.
They lined up and played the same starting five. That's one of the great stories of that team is – for some reason up there and the way they play, they've been able to stay healthy.
They got rid of Stephon Diggs, who's supposedly a cancer, and they just kept him moving.
I got to tell you, Stephon Diggs, he got some stuff out that I'd try to put that fire out real quickly about his new friend that he's buying stuff. I'm just saying, man.
That's old. That's old.
Okay, whatever it is. I'm just reading about it, and this guy coming out saying, I'm not,
That guy's been trying to extort him for a couple of years now. It'll be interesting to see what comes out in the DMs that he has to submit. But
yeah, but you know what?
Come on, everybody knows Stephon Diggs is a hound when it comes to the women. Now, hey, how you choose to live your life? I don't have any, I and I don't care if you are or you aren't.
Doesn't matter.
But this is about money, as just about anything. Everything with NFL players is.
Well, listen, let's go to break. We got 9 o'clock hour coming up here. I just wanted to get you fired up a little bit there. It didn't really work. I do want to tell you about Chill Zone Air Conditioning this morning. The president, Melissa De Verona. Hey, Melissa, thank you. Thank you for having Michael come out in one of your crews and just on time, got the problem taken care of, had the part for my air conditioning unit, and bam, right back in shape. On time. No surprises on cost. And I dealt directly with President Melissa De Verona, and you will too when it's Chill Zone AC. I just want to say this about Chill Zone Air Conditioning. First of all, she might be the only president of an air conditioning company in town that takes all the calls. So you're all set up. Whether you need a new air conditioning unit, the one you have needs a repair, duct cleaning, or anything else, covering all of South Florida. But I know the things that have frustrated me in the past. And then, by the way, trying to get ahead, or the guy hits you with a new cost on something, and you're like, what is this about? You're not going to have any surprises. And if you're just fed up, because you're going to need an air conditioning company at some point to come out and take care of. You're going to have problems. We run the hell out of our air conditioning units. You're going to need it. And I got to tell you, if you're ready to make a change, and I think you're going to really have a great experience with Melissa and her team at Chill Zone Air Conditioning. She sends out all the crews, follows up. She's fantastic. 786-378-2778. Tell me you heard it right here on 104.3 WQAM from Big Mouth Joe Rose. ChillZoneAC.com. Stay chill with Chill Zone Air Conditioning. Make that change.
Miami Hurricanes basketball. And now, the new home of the two-time World Series winner, Miami Marlins.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Miami, at a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito. And wherever you want a low price, you can save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Behind Sandy Alcantara's 7-inning strong, 5 strikeouts, no earned runs, the Marlins won their second in a row, 1-0 over the Phillies. They go for the sweep today at 12:10. Ryan Gusto gets the start. MLS hosts its All-Star game tonight, 8 o'clock against Mexico's Liga MX All-Stars. Lionel Messi will not play. And the Dolphins, they're reporting to camp today. Practice going to get going. Rockin' and rollin'. This weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Hurricane season is here. Make sure your roof and windows are ready. Call 954-968-8155 for a free estimate. I am Dan Day. Now back to the Joe Rose Show here on 104.3 FM WQAM.
Hey, welcome back here for the 9 o'clock hour. Dolphins going to start practice here about a half an hour from now. Omar Kelly's in with us. He'll be leaving in a few minutes to head on out for day one, and then found out, and Omar did a nice job today of mentioning that it opens for everybody on Sunday for Sunday's practice. First time this Sunday.
Even if you don't have tickets, go.
Just go.
Just go.
Just go. All right.
They'll make it work.
I totally agree. I agree with you. Yep.
They love, I mean, there's going to be vendors there. They want the biggest crowd that I haven't seen.
Hey, man, the players, honestly, they want to see a bunch of people out there, too.
Absolutely.
They like it. They like it, and it's fun. So,
plus, this is a rebuild. Who's dying to see this team? While I am curious about Malik Willis, I've watched him for a number of practices, and I really don't know what to expect. And, in fact, Jeff Hafley talked about something that I knew. I felt like we were not going to see the best of Malik Willis in training camp.
He didn't run at all.
I didn't see him. Saw him run once during OTAs. So I don't even know how fast he is full speed. To be honest,
you can see the highlights in case you want to go back.
I mean, yeah, but I ain't seen it in person. That's Tua looked fast in 2020.
No, don't throw.
They did.
Why'd you do it?
Because I did. Because I want to.
Well, wait. You just one of the worst running quarterbacks in the history of the NFL.
He looked fast in 2020. Stop it.
Get out of here.
Stop it. He was Arizona game. He was he was moving. Remember that shake, that little wiggle he did against the Jets?
You want to his payroll?
$48 million. Yeah.
Whatever that is, you take that difference between that 48 and that 50. You would take.
For you know how much you could do with $48 million on this roster? That's about
I don't care.
10 starters.
You know what?
That's about 10 stars in cap.
Go get them. Go get them in Atlanta. I'm not even a hater.
I'm not. I'm excited to see if Tua can actually play.
Well, listen, there's 4 or 5 stories that we're tied to, and they're not going away. Ruben Bain and Caden Proctor. Those two are going to be tied together.
Who has a better NFL career? Is that how we're going to measure this?
Yeah. Okay. And hopefully they both end up playing great, because I'm not going to root against Ruben Bain.
I'm not rooting against Ruben Bain either.
I've known Ruben and his family a long, long time. And the good news is, bad news. The bad news, is he's not here, and it was 20 minutes away. Yeah. The good news is mom and dad's still 4 hours from Tampa Bay.
Here's the
Go
thing.
to every game.
I can understand why they did it, because if Caden Proctor is who he's supposed to be, he's going to make $25 million a year as just a starting offensive tackle. And Ruben Bain,
if he had 13 or 14 sacks, what do you think he's going to cost?
Yeah. But he's got to have 13 or 14 sacks, and he'll be $100 million player too. Yeah, but he's going to have to do. I'm just talking. Caden Proctor can be Austin Jackson, and he's going to make $20 million a year. Do you see how much offensive tackles are getting paid now?
They're definitely a shortage of them. Ask Mahomes. No, you can ask some different guys that.
But I do find
there's a shortage of a few positions, and I would say tackle is also one of the ones that's short. But
edge rushers.
I did want to ask you though. I got to tell you, our number one pass rusher last year's up in Buffalo. I'm dying to see what he's got left in the tank, because I thought he was pretty good last year.
Yeah, he was pretty good. He wasn't that great against the run, but he was pretty good. Jalen Phillips is $100 million player. He's got talent around him. I'm dying to see if we haven't seen the best of Jalen Phillips.
Well, his big thing is he just had terrible injuries in back-to-back years. Terrible. Achilles and ACL.
Yeah.
Can't get any worse than those two.
Well, he's
able to come back and did enough last year and got paid and told Philly last second, I'm not coming, and went up. Dan Morgan grabbed him in Carolina.
$100 million.
Oh,
Kane got a cane.
Hey, listen, that's the second player that we drafted that's got a big fat contract
from Carolina.
Yeah, our guard did pretty well up there too.
I'm a Dan Campbell fan. Dan Campbell knows how to identify talent. Like
Dan Morgan.
Dan Morgan. I am a Dan Campbell fan, but yes.
No, I know. I knew when you said that right off the
bat.
That's
my homie right there.
You weren't thinking of Dan Morgan. So, and then the other guy, I'm curious to see what happens in Denver with Waddle and what kind of year. I think Waddle's going to have a huge year.
I don't think
Not going to be surprised if I see Waddle go for 1,200 yards.
Waddle's not an alpha receiver. He's a nice complementary piece.
That's right. You got a nice compliment on the other side. That he just runs faster than.
Yeah. Okay.
The guys, that's a good team. I think that's the best team in AFC. Denver. That's just me.
I got to think about that.
With the quarterback back.
I got to think about that. I'm not a big believer in that quarterback. I just think Sean Payton props up.
You think New England's going to be good again?
Yeah.
I don't think they'll win as many games, but I think they're going to have a really good team.
I think they're well built. I like people who run their organization, and I think they have an eye for talent.
Who's the best team in the West, AFC West?
Seattle.
No, AFC West.
AFC
our
West.
side.
Okay. Chiefs.
What?
Chiefs
third or fourth best team.
Mahomes, healthy Mahomes.
Not fourth. I ain't doing fourth. The Raiders.
Healthy Mahomes is still. They still got 3 Hall of Famers on that team.
The roster in LA and the roster.
I don't. If Aaron Donald goes to LA,
no. I'm again. I don't flip over. I'm talking AFC.
Okay.
And I'm telling you the Chargers.
Okay.
Chargers have a much better roster than Kansas City. And I think Denver's got a much better roster across the board than Kansas City.
Has Justin Herbert done it? Until he does it?
No, neither one of the other quarterbacks are as good as Mahomes, but he can't do it by himself.
We've been saying that all.
I know, but it caught up to him last year.
We've been saying that his
tight
whole
end started to age. Everybody started to age a little bit last year, and the old guys.
We got to stop making excuses for Justin Herbert. Now he's got 2 offensive gurus.
I didn't say that age. I'm talking about age of a tight end in Kansas City.
Oh,
coming back.
Okay.
Kelsey, whose wife's worth zillions of dollars.
He's still playing for the love of the game. He's still a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he is. He
Chris Jones getting older too.
Yeah, they're all trying to run it back, man. We'll see what they have left. And by the way, Dolphins will see him in the home opener, but I think they're the 3rd best team. Chargers get those 2 tackles back, as you were getting ready to say.
Man. I got to see it. Justin Herbert, he don't deliver. He's just like
Tua. He did against us at the end of the game.
Yeah.
That was a big-time play.
Yeah.
Bounces off Jalen.
It'll haunt Dante Trader for life.
Jalen's one had him. Jalen Phillips had him. Went by. He flipped him off like he was 100 pounds. Like he's in the 3rd grade going to school. Said, go to class.
Jalen Phillips still got $100 million. He's not thinking about that play.
I'm just talking about that play. Don't try to change the whole thing.
I'm just saying.
I'll say the Chargers weren't healthy at all last year, and they still made the playoffs.
Let me see it.
They got some offensive linemen back.
They got hella coaches too. Let me see it. I don't buy it until I see it.
What kind of year before the other one? Tua. I was waiting for I was going through all our guys and our coaches because I was going to ask you about Mike McDaniel.
Pro Bowl year for Tua if he can stay healthy. Got hella weapons. Pro Bowl year.
Okay.
And we're paying for it. And let's hope Malik Willis.
That'd be a bad look. That combination.
Come on.
Let me ask you about Mike McDaniel. Screw Tua. I don't want to talk about Tua after you said that. What do you got for?
I think Mike is going to make Herbert a winner because Mike wants to get back in the coaching carousel, and I think he will. And well,
why don't we just do all the guys you just like because they're like nice?
No.
That's what it sounds like.
Mike. Tua wasn't nice to me. Stop.
No. Tua's good to you.
No, he wasn't. Tua stopped being my friend. Like
your friend. That was weird to hear. A writer going, he stopped being my friend.
No, he stopped being.
Hey, none of those guys my friends.
No. It's Tua. Just, when the first press conference when I said throwing interceptions in bunches, he got his feelings hurt. It was,
I thought he said he didn't pay attention to anything.
I don't know, man.
He had a rough year last year.
Yeah, he had a rough year.
That's all.
Maybe
he was hurt.
Of course he was hurt, but it doesn't matter. He's always hurt. He's only had one healthy year in 6 years. You can't build around that. And hopefully Malik will not be hurt because Malik is. I say this all the time. Malik and Tua are identical size. Just one has a thicker lower body and one has a thicker upper body. That's the only difference. And obviously Malik can run. But running. And that's my biggest concern about Malik. Will he stay healthy for an entire season running around?
All right. So I'd just say back on Malik Willis, first of all, run smart because he can run for a lot of yards. Don't get crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Slide when you have to. You got the first downs. I don't need to shake a guy.
Yeah, Mahomes, run out of bounds.
Trying to make a middle linebacker look bad and, get around him and take a direct hit. Stay away from those. I think he's got a real good arm, as you saw.
Yes, he does. He's got a live arm.
He's got a live arm. It's got to be accurate with you, but I'm with you. I want to see what he can do.
I need to see him make decisions quickly. Because that's when I watch OTAs and Hafley said, he was learning the offense, but by week 4 of training camp, I need faster decisions, man. I need a faster processing speed.
All right.
It's like a computer that's all got all malware on it and it's running slow.
Right.
It's running slow right now. I need that thing to speed up.
All right. Listen, man, we're going to go to break so you can head out of here. And we're going to have Jeff Hafley join us coming up here in a few minutes. So
yes. And everybody can follow my work at the Miami Herald. We will have live updated practice reports. I don't think we can live tweet practice. So when it's over, we'll immediately get you the highs and lows, and I'll give you my stock report, Joe. Whose stock is up and whose stock is down. People love that stock report, Joe.
Do they?
Yeah, they love it. They were obsessed with it. The players are obsessed with it, too.
The way you said it, man.
Yeah. I've been doing that stock report for like 20 years, man.
I got to tell you, on the other side of that is like.
No, they hate it. Yeah.
Like, hey, man. Yeah, I'm going to throw a pick. Like, hey, I'm going to drop a ball. Okay, that's right. And, yeah, 2 drops today. I missed a guy wide open.
Yeah. I
missed on 3 blocks.
I love when the cornerbacks, they start rolling up their jersey so they can hide their number. And so that you don't
I don't think
absolutely.
You're giving yourself too much credit.
Absolutely.
No way.
It's always
freaking
the
200
cornerback.
degrees
it's
out
always
there.
the cornerbacks hiding their number because they don't want to be identified as the guy that got beat.
Oh, my God. That's the first time I've seen you throw ego out there. Man, he does not.
They do hide.
They don't hide because of that. It's 2,000 degrees out there. That's
it's 2,000 degrees for everybody else. Why does everybody else not have their numbers all rolled up?
All you writers think that? Do all the writers
Absolutely.
go, they're covering because they don't want us to know if they play?
Why is it always the quarterbacks? Why is it always the cornerbacks?
I'm calling you out.
Why is it always the cornerbacks that roll up their number?
I'm calling you BS on all that.
Why is it always the cornerbacks that roll up their number?
A lot of guys out there. I see a lot of guys.
It's always the cornerbacks like this. They're just like this.
Hey,
so
man.
You can't see who getting beat.
You're giving yourself way too much credit, man. Like, the writers are going to see me today.
They do. They
I don't buy that. I don't buy it. I'm not buying.
Man, you don't know how many parents I get. I get. You say my little Johnny got beat. He said he didn't get beat. He said he didn't allow that. Come on, Joe.
That's a different topic. It has nothing to do with the jersey being up or down.
That's why they all roll up their jersey.
Is that your goal, is to get every parent calling you leave my son alone?
Yeah. You know how many of those calls I get?
I know they're very involved. Yes.
Yeah. Parents and coaches and uncles who drove him to practice every day.
I think we've all had parents and family members not like us that are in this business.
That is correct.
That's one given we all do have, but that roll it up. They roll it up because it's going to be 9,000 degrees out there.
So why the linebackers don't roll it up?
They do too.
Why the receivers don't roll it up?
I'm going to be looking to see who's rolling up. And I'm going to ask him, hey, you rolling up because Omar might write something bad about you? And they're going to go, who?
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, Omar, thank you, man. We got to go to break. We'll take a second. We'll be right back after this.
The Joe Rose Show is
Hey, we're back, and good morning to everybody. And thanks, man, as always, for being with us in the morning. And we get set. Boy, next week is going to be crazy. Not only the Dolphins full squad first day today, and fans are welcomed out for free on Sunday for the first practice. I guess first practice in pads, if I'm not mistaken. So plan on, if you want to go out, it's a good time on Sunday to head out. Give them guys a few days to practice in there. And then next week, man, we'll be out with the Canes on Tuesday for their opening practice. We'll be out. And, of course, the Canes expected to have a great year no matter where they have them ranked or everything else. And so we'll be out there with Mario Cristobal and his football team. We'll have everything out there. Woody will be back next week from his vacation, well-deserved, and getting some time off here before things start to pick up. And before you know it, high school football is going to get going. We got some great teams. By the way, we have some crazy changes that I didn't know about until somebody was telling me about all the top teams going to play each other in a special division at the end for a championship. Like, I'm going to have to get more information on it. I saw it yesterday that so like the 8 top teams, like, I mean, I can name pretty much the top 8 teams, 4 or 5 of them every year. American Heritage, Plantation, Chaminade, St. Thomas Aquinas, usually Central's in there, although this year Northwestern has been in there, but there's some new coaches, and I'm not sure how good everything's going to be in Dade County with football. Columbus has had some really good teams with the Mendoza brothers. And so we'll see what happens with all that. Carroll City's got a nice team and heavily recruited and ready to go there. So all these teams are going to be playing each other at the end here. It's kind of crazy. And then Palm Beach got a few really good football teams up there. They changed some rules and for the seeding. I know some other teams that have struggled, and I don't blame them for getting out and just having their own way to make the playoffs, or all the weaker teams that are, I say weaker, teams that just haven't been as good and have just getting beaten up by all these other teams are all going to play each other. And again, I like that too. I think that's a great idea. Guys that do stay at their schools and the teams aren't very good, and to play against other teams just like you. So I do like that. Some of that stuff high school's doing. I have to get Larry Bluestein on maybe tomorrow to talk about some of this stuff and who looks good for high school football. They'll start practicing next week as well. And then before you know it, man, Panthers and the Heat will have camp and start rolling, and we'll see what that looks like. So it's going to be fun. That's going to be fun with everything going on. Marlins today, again, 12-10 start. Phillies going for the sweep. Phillies and Sandy Alcantara with a Stowers home runs, all they need, a 1-0 win. Sandy Alcantara going 7 strong innings to get his 11th win of the season. And so that 12-10 start today, if you're planning on and like to go out there, they go for the sweep. Then they're going to play the Mets and Atlanta, 7 games on the road. Then they'll come back home August 7th to take on the Angels and the Pirates. Still, even back at 500 again after winning these last 2 games. And that 12-game losing streak obviously really punched them in the gut. But in great shape, man, to get back in and get things rolling the way they bounce back in these last couple of games has been good against the Phillies team that's 57-51. I don't know what happened. I'm curious to see after Harper's comments after the game about it's obvious we need some help. Like we need to get some more players. And I'm like, you guys got a really good team. Spend a lot of money. Why don't you hit better? Why don't you play better than 250? Like, I always love that, man. And the 3 guys they throw out at you,
yeah,
pretty damn good pitching.
All-star level.
I'm sure Dave Dombrowski always loves when Harper has something to say, which is a lot.
His whole career, yeah.
Yeah, he likes to yap a little bit. So anyway.
Your guy, Jacob, Marcy robbed him yesterday.
Marcy, man, how about that? How about that catch against center field, man, going back and hey, maybe Marcy's finally breaking through a little bit here and is going to get rolling here.
And Joe, if he gets hot, he can easily bat 215.
No, I know that was. Hey, look it's going to be hard. He's got a lot of at-bats to get your batting average up at this point. It's one thing, early in the season, all of a sudden you have a hot week and you bounce up 60 or 70 points. This is a little different situation, yeah. But hey, man, they like him. I heard Skip talking about him yesterday and saying, hey, man, we're sticking with him, and he's had some big hits, and he's lately, and hopefully, he gets rolling. Seems like he hadn't lost his confidence. I'm sure the teams watch for that to make sure he's still a confident guy, and it looks like. But anyway, they're going for the sweep today, 12-10 start. If you want to go out and catch some baseball, because they're going to be gone for a full week before coming back, like I said before, and then coming up here as of right now. Dolphins start practice at 9:30 this morning. So earlier today, we had the head coach of the Miami Dolphins on, Jeff Hafley, and he's going to join us. We'll have that for you coming up here. And then, like I said, you'll see everything, what happened here in day one, and the open competition will start, and we'll find out. And Hafley had some really interesting things to say about what he's where he's going to be during camp and how he's going to handle it as a head coach, plus a guy that's going to call the plays defensively on game day for this team, and how he'll handle it with his defense in this camp and everything else, and competition, young team. And he talked about some of the individuals. So we'll have all that. Talked a little bit about Malik Willis, talked about Chop Robinson and some other guys as well. So it's fun. We'll be going out to camp next week. We'll be out with the Dolphins, and we'll be out with the Canes. Get out of the studio here a couple times. So we'll have all that. We also had the other news. If you're just with us, I just want to make sure we got this in. But Wes Welker is the tight end coach now. He was on the staff with the Commanders, will now be the tight end coach after Ben Steele got a DWI. Whew, man, that's it. How about that? Trying to hang in there in the National Football League and lose your job because you're drinking. So anyway, that's good for Wes Welker again to get a chance to be out there and coaching again as full-time coach. We'll see him up there in Washington for the first preseason game and get a chance to talk to him. Anyway, hey, we got a lot more stuff coming up, so stay with us. We're going to hear from Jeff Hafley in just a minute. So we'll have all that for you. And don't forget, Marlins baseball, man. If you want to get out there today, they also have the special going, 4 for $44 presented by Pepsi to get 4 tickets plus hot dogs, popcorn, and drinks, all for $44. That is a 12-10 start today with the Phillies before leaving town for a week. We'll have the head coach of the Dolphins coming up next.
The Joe Rose Show is presented by Loctite Windows, Doors, and Roofing.